game since there's no armor up.
Ooh, rreav actually missing a jump. That could be bad for him. But Evolution was not in. Whoa! That flick headshot. Must feel good to start the day like that. And here he's delaying the 100 armor a bit. Trying to go for that air rocket.
Yeah, nice movement from rreav, and he gets himself the 50 as well, which is going to put him in really good shape for this next belt, especially with that 100 armor delayed. It means he's going to be able to get over to the 100 as soon as he gets the belt, so he can secure himself as much control as possible. Belt spawning right now.
Yeah, and rreav takes the first belt. Of course, with that start, it's very hard for Evolution to contest unless he deals some serious damage beforehand. However, rreav showing his experience on this map, and you know, he's one of the better duelers in the game. And Evolution definitely still someone that needs to learn a lot. But
I think you're getting flashbacks to that Slay game with these headshots.
Yeah. I think he's trying to improve Slay's record of headshots in one game.
Those rockets, not the best from rreav, and actually Evolution doing a huge amount of damage to him, but unable to capitalize and get any of the power-ups. That's going to put rreav back into a strong position. And I feel like this might be the story for the rest of the game. rreav with a tight grip on the armors.
And rreav did delay this on his 50 shield, so he knows that he could wait a bit. See, it spawns 3 seconds later, and it allowed them to wait for the perfect moment to jump in there, because Evolution actually had a really good position there. He had the shot, so he can just combo. But he does snatch his 100 armor now, and he hits a lot of shots there. 1 HP for rreav.
Down to 1 HP.
Can he get it? Ooh.
Oh, the clutch block with the impact hammer shield. That surely would have been a frag for Evolution. rreav needs to be careful, he's still low. Oh, the rockets come through for him though. Down to 11, but not going to go down.
Oh, nice prediction there from Evolution. Certainly seems like he knows what to do in duel. It's just there you go. I was about to say he kept doing pretty great damage actually, but never actually getting the kill. But now he does. And let's actually switch over to him.
Yeah, as he's won himself the belt. Let's see what he can do. rreav does have that 100 armor, so Evolution's going to want to get some health to contest.
Just barely misses that snipe shot on rreav's side. And Evolution just grabbing the shock away. So wise decision. Nice combo there. If he just delayed that combo a little more, he would have done some serious damage there. But still does decent damage. And there you go, another nice combo.
Into a combo. Evolution wants to be looking for an opportunity to get back into the game, and this 100 armor is going to help. If he goes aggressive now, he's got a real chance of racking up a couple spawn frags. Here's rreav down by the shock. He's got a good position on him, but doesn't want to dodge into a combo. And he doesn't want to let rreav get onto this belt. rreav's so close to it that Evolution will pick it up. Takes a lot of damage in the process though, and unable to do anything to rreav. Oh, that fight.
Ooh, that's unlucky for Evolution. All his rockets unfortunately missed for him. He also had very little ammo on shock, so maybe that's why he didn't want to switch to it. But unfortunately that did cost him that belt, and now rreav is back in control. And we know rreav knows how to play when he's in control. He will pressure you, and that's exactly what he does. Let's switch to rreav for now. His 100 belt spawning in a few seconds here, and he can replenish his armor. And he knows that Evolution is on the weaker side of the map.
Hitting that sniper is going to make taking this belt almost trivial for rreav, I think. Although Evolution with a great position with the shot. Doesn't want to overcommit though.
Oh, but he fell down.
Intentionally. Yeah, and that's going to be a free kill for rreav. And now rreav's basically had every power up he needed. I think he's just picked up every single armor in a row. Evolution trapped again with the bio. He's gonna potentially escape here, but rreav hits his exit sniper.
Nice shots there from rreav. Really patient with the shot. And Evolution now.
Guys, I have to say the trio is back.
Hey, there he is. And yeah, what can Evolution really do now? Like there's 4 minutes left, 10 frag deficit. I think the game unfortunately gonna be pretty tough from here on out. But he could maybe, you know, get some experience, you know, get rid of his nerves, perhaps, you know.
Yeah.
You already lost the game, so why not just keep trying a bit, warm up a bit more, perhaps. I think conceding maybe not the best thing to do, unless you already feel like you're very warmed up, but...
Yeah, I'd agree with you. There's something to be said for sticking in your first couple of games, even if they don't go as planned. They can be the most nerve-wracking, and if you can get rid of those nerves early on, it can really help you in the rest of the tournament. But at the moment, it looks like rreav will just run away with this one. You know, there were a couple of chances there where Evolution could have clawed back some points, especially with the fight. Oh, another nice headshot. But I think
He was waiting for that.
Oh yeah. I've played rreav enough times to know that he aims for those headshots.
Yes, you do. You do.
I think Evolution maybe for the next game is going to want to have a think about how he was outclassed in this one. That's something you can use these last few minutes to do. And then hopefully have a better showing in the second map.
Let's switch over to Evolution actually and just see if he can hit some shots, you know, maybe feel a bit more confident in his aim and in his ability. Because he started the game off pretty decently, I would say. He was hitting a lot of snipers. Here he is again, just hitting 2 in a row, and not the easiest shots either. So he definitely has the aim for it. He just, you know, maybe he has to get rid of his jitters a bit. Maybe perhaps he made some poor decisions in the beginning. But of course, it's not easy facing rreav. That is just someone that's extremely experienced in duel in UT4 and even in 2004. So he's been dueling a long time. And as far as I know, I talked to Evolution a bit. And he's a new player. He just installed UT4. He's just a fresh player. But he does have a lot of experience from previous Unreals.
I have to say I'm pretty excited what kind of players we see already, like getting into the free agent list for the UTPL Season 2, for example. Some of the older players are coming back. I've seen like 2-3 players coming over to UT from Overwatch and other games. It's pretty interesting to see how the older retro players, what they can do, and even the new players what they can do as well.
Yeah, I saw also some old players in the free agent list. It's exciting to see, and definitely a good thing for the UTPL and UT in general.
Absolutely.
I've been quite impressed with how some of the players from previous UTs have adapted to UT. Kane yesterday had a really good showing.
Yeah, that was impressive, I have to say. You're right.
Yesterday was against every expectation, I think.
I think from my point of view, I was most surprised by performance of Kane and Zion.
I mean, you have to give it to Zion there for, you know, the biggest surprise factor, but Kane was definitely a close second because
yeah,
he has not been playing all that much lately, and he still showed some really great ability.
Some additional comment what you said before, ScrMz. When I watched like the last 6-7 minutes or so, you was mentioning about like these sniper shots that Evolution was doing, but I think what he really needs at this map was really like getting into a position he can make rreav a little bit more angry, or bringing him into a position he can maybe finalize the frag with an additional rocket or link gun or something, because rreav got the sniper shots from Evolution, but he was always very, he was feeling comfortable to getting these shots because he knew he would get him down like with a rocket or flak or even with his own sniper. So I think for the next map he should really try to maybe surprise rreav a little bit from the precision perspective, or in bringing him into situations which he can feel a little bit more comfortable.
Yeah, I think you're right there.
For sure.
rreav did look very comfortable, and what rreav's always been very good at is healing back up really quickly, because you saw Evolution took him down to 1 HP at one point, or 10 HP at another, and rreav knew exactly where to go and what path to take to safely get more health and armor. And I think it's that just sort of general dual smarts that's the difference maker between these two players. Evolution actually saying he was a bit lost on that map, but nice to see him play it out. Clearly wants the experience, which is good to see.
Yeah, he definitely said that he does not expect to do too well, but he just wanted the experience, like you said, and I think that already shows that this player has the ability to become someone to look for in the future, because he really is keen to learn and to improve. So when are the finals going to be played? It's not 100% certain, but the playoffs are right now scheduled for Friday. And let's start here with Evolution. Actually takes from the link and deals very nice damage, although rreav picks up some HP to replenish, and now also the health bubble back to full HP. It would be great if Evolution got this snipe for free, but he does not. He takes 2 primary hits, and that's rough. He does,
a nice flick.
Just managed to hit that last snipe, which can help.
We have already more than 40 users visiting the stream. Guys, please do me a favor and do some spam on Twitter and on other Discords, because we discussed it yesterday a little bit. We really want to go for the upper 50 number, so please help us to do so. I think we will see a lot of wonderful games today, and I hope you enjoy us as well, like talking some rubbish and some nice stuff as well.
Mostly rubbish.
Yeah. I hope it's still fun.
Yeah, definitely, guys. Make sure you spread the word, and yeah, let's try to get Unreal tournament from viewers. It's definitely deserved. But for now, let's get back into the game. And looking at rreav, he did pick up that first shield belt, and now he also has control over that shock. Although Evolution did manage to grab a shock himself.
Oh, rreav knows exactly where he is, just baiting him to go for that sniper. Doesn't hit the combo though. Sniper's a good defensive weapon, especially on this map with all the angles, so Evolution already shown he can hit it, so that's a chance for him to do some damage, but rreav closing with a link gun. He's known for it. Flawless fight there. Took 0 damage, and that's another point on the board for him.
Yeah, he played it excellent. He had some nice tracking there, and then dodging, and then tracking, and
making a move on the belt is Evolution, but trapped at the lip.
Oh, almost hit that air rocket. That would have been a great kill, but still does manage to get the kill. And now he rushes over to this 100, and Evolution is a little late to the party, and does die again. So Evolution he needs to maybe slow this game down a bit, maybe just listen where rreav is, and then perhaps go to the opposite side of the map to get more weapons and more HP.
Oh, he's done a lot of damage there. Position on this 100 armor is going to be a few seconds. That gives Evolution an opportunity to get some weapons and some armor. And he's got a good position at these health packs, denying rreav.
Oh, only one shot. Oh, that was not far away to getting the frag. One sniper would work, or a little bit of link gun or whatever. Come on.
Oh, so close again by Evolution.
And a hammer jump from rreav just to secure the belt. That's nice to see. Knew he had the HP to make it. And you can really feel comfortable jumping for the armors in there.
Oh. Nice flak here by Evo.
Yeah, but rreav just grabs the health back and he's back to full almost, so it's really a fight that did not benefit Evolution in any way, unfortunately.
He just drops down, catches him going for the health, knew exactly where he was going. And he's going to be able to... Oh, I like this move from rreav. He's pushing out into the middle of the map, knows Evolution can't get to the 100. That means he can just fight and then back from the 100 if it goes badly for him. It does. It's also going to delay the timing, might throw Evolution off a bit. Try rocket fight, rreav wins it. And we'll finish with the link, surely. Another clean kill for rreav.
Well played there. You can tell that he really knows when to jump, when to dodge, when to just, you know, just strafe left and right.
Znatch. Or for a second there, he was in sniper range, so a chance for Evolution. That would have been a belt, but just unable again.
Oh, he's going for it again. He really wants these air rockets, and I can't blame it. Can't blame him.
He was late. He was very late with the shot.
But look, again, rreav, no armor. Evolution's doing the damage, but he just can't get onto these power-ups, and rreav's got a perfect lock. He can just back up, take the 100, take the 50, and Evolution's stuck on base health pretty much all game.
And Evolution here trapped again.
But what we haven't seen so far, guys, what I'm missing within the game of Evolution at the moment a little bit is like he's not preparing like some of smart combos to like breaking the HP of rreav a little bit and then doing the final shot with the snipe or something. When you're just sniping him, like, and you really need headshots if you wanna have a comeback or something, or you need a really full flak or bio
Yeah,
to break the defense.
He's taking rreav down into a range where if he'd done damage before the fight, he would have died. He needs to see if he can get some prediction combos maybe, or some long-range snipers. And maybe then the fights will start going his way, but as for now, this game's all rreav.
It's very, very good points, guys. But rreav has been controlling this shock pretty much all game, and Evolution only had shock maybe once this game. And that's also something to factor in. I think Evolution should just slow down his game a bit and try to do damage without taking damage, and that's the hardest part of dueling. But once you master that, you can make comebacks, and right now it's something he's still lacking, but like I said, he's eager to learn, and he does consistent...
Oh, shield belt for Evo Knight.
Oh, but
he's very low again.
Here's a situation where weapons advantage is everything. rreav has been alive for so long, it's got all the guns and all the ammo, and Evolution just stuck with the rocket launcher in that disadvantageous height position. Nearly a sick combo.
Oh, nice secondary there.
And I think...
ScrMz, have you played rreav often on deep?
Me?
Yeah.
Yes, I played deep against pretty much everyone.
How good is rreav really on deep?
I think it's not the map he favors. I think he prefers other maps.
rreav's a player where he's very good at holding long sight lines and angles.
3 minutes
So maps like Solo really fit his place.
Yeah.
Another belt for Evolution.
People are saying that the audio is delayed in the game. That's not good. Have to look into that. Is it really annoying, guys, or is it not too bad?
Clowny says it's okay.
Or
It's not delayed.
Not delayed. Maybe try refreshing your Twitch. And what team is Evolution playing for? It's Druckwelle. It's German clan, I believe.
Yes. Yeah. It's not a completely German former team, but it was formed by Germans. Yes.
Fast break saying we want more flag. I agree. Where's the flag, guys?
Yes.
But rreav doesn't need it at this point, you can just use sniper instead.
I have to say rreav is not liking it too much when I'm doing it versus him. so I would prefer to see some of them as well.
Actually, I know that rreav likes the weapon, but he thinks he's not so good with flat cannon. That's why he chooses not to use it. He always defaults to the rocket launcher, which
He's
is
very good with the sniper,
which
I would say.
he is excellent with the rocket launcher. So can't blame him there.
Yeah. Not everyone can be a ScrMz. But I have to say, guys, what we have talked about yesterday. I think Tamer has a very nice flag as well.
Yeah, he did very well yesterday.
He's super calm with it. I think that might be the secret.
Here you go. Here's some flag action. It's one nice
flag
primary. Let's see if he can finish it with the snipe. Doesn't miss that shot. Oh, but here, well played here. Lined up perfectly. Predicted him. But see, I enjoy watching Evolution because he's not giving up. He just, you know, he takes the experience and he probably learns from it. And I'm sure next games he will already get better at it. And you know, it's one of the toughest matchups for him in this tournament. So to start out with the toughest match.
Play versus someone which nearly won versus every good dueller so far in a couple of matches is not the easiest thing to do.
No, for sure not.
10, 9, 8, 7.
Yeah, Evo is looking really motivated.
Oh, this could be a last second kill.
Yeah, come on! What a shame! What a shame! Nice try so far. He was not very far away, like in 3-4 situations.
Yeah. I mean, every good player started off by getting godliked in a tournament at some point. So
Yeah,
For sure.
but if you look at the stats, it's so clear that rreav just dominated on the power-ups. Only 100 armor for Evolution. Such good control over that power-up by rreav.
But yeah, that was
have to
the
say-
first match and pretty much to expectation, I think. I don't know about you guys, but I think rreav was the heavy favorite in this one.
Yeah.
The real challenge is gonna be Tron and Snatch, obviously. However, it's good. I think it can be a good thing that a player like Evolution faces one of the veteran players and favorites to even win this tournament on the first game. You know, because then you have it done and you can focus on your next matchups that, you know, are a lot easier than this one, perhaps. I mean, not Snatch, of course, but Snatch will be even rougher, maybe. Well, it depends, but
yeah. It's a Tron versus rreav now.
I believe so. We're gonna push that ahead of schedule, or we?
so let's actually put the scores in. So rreav here, 2-0.
I think Tron
Clean win.
and rreav are already ready.
And then the next game should be Tron versus rreav.
Yeah, let's go for it.
And they did already do the bannings, I know that, so we can pretty much go instantly.
Yep, they are ready.
Woohoo! 50 spectators. Lovely.
So let's just go into the hub.
Yeah, yesterday we had a hard competition with Connex5 doing the Blitz Cup, but
Yeah. We have to share our viewers. But today,
They're all ours.
and they instantly ready up actually, I kinda like that.
yeah,
Let's just go
that's
straight
really
into
nice.
it. And the first map is
two,
yeah, a race. Definitely Tron's map here. Let's actually follow Tron. I think one of the best players on the race actually, in my
Yeah, I know
experience.
first hand from our UTPL games how effective Tron is on this map.
I just want to edit a little comment from what Flick was telling about, like when you start with the game and start with duel, you normally get got like by someone experienced. I really remember that when I came into like the German UT1 scene, like started from playing offline, and one of my first duels was versus Horny. If someone
Yes, I
reminds,
remember
that
him.
was one of the best UT1 duelers, and I was losing on deck like 32 to -1 or something in my first game. That was a pretty hard.
Oh, and rreav actually with a very nice 2 quick kills before the first belt even spawns. Of course, you start the game with 100 health nowadays, so it's very easy to rack up these spawn kills.
Needs to be careful here though. Nearly went down.
I think now we see a map which is like in the favor of rreav for sure. I think he really likes the race.
Although Tron though, he's no slouch on the map. Combo is really fun for rreav. Potentially another kill if he can trap well. Oh, Tron down to 13. Nice little jump there from rreav. He's actually going to double back. Denies health from Tron, so rreav knows exactly what health packs he's going for. There's one hit.
Some jumping around for the kill.
Really nice map pressure from rreav, just sticking to the center, denying health from Tron. Knows exactly where he's going to go, and then just dispatches him slowly.
Is this the first matchup? No, this is the second game. The first matchup was rreav against Evolution, and rreav started off with a 2-0 victory. And now we're on the first map of Tron versus rreav. And rreav, excuse me, starting off with a strong performance again. Here gets the 4th kill. Does take a lot of damage in the process, but he can replenish his armor right now, and does so.
Yeah, there was a nice ambush by Tron, but he just unfortunately didn't have the stack to back it up, and rreav able to fight back out of that disadvantage with the shock. And he's going in now, but Tron's hitting a lot, so rreav needs to be careful here. And that's going to win Tron a shock rifle. And both players relatively even stats. rreav hits the first shot, that's surely going to scare Tron away. He is within sniper range. And they will trade armors. Ooh. And I think this next belt fight could determine the next 2 minutes of the game. rreav gonna get it for free, in fact. Is Tron just gonna back off? I think Tron probably wants to get himself some weapons, some ammo, maybe some vials. Instead takes a fight in the middle of the map and loses it quite heavily, and now rreav has got a big advantage for this 100 army. See Tron not even willing to contest. She backs off to the 50. rreav, nice movement
cuts
there.
him up there.
And a perfect prediction combo. Tron is so low and rreav's trapped in this health corner. And you're just so easy to pick out of the air when you take that lift.
And beautifully played by rreav. He knew exactly that if he hugs the one side of the wall, it's unlikely that the combo will deal that much damage to him to bounce him back. And instead just takes the kill, another clean crack for rreav. And yeah, he's looking really strong on this map. And actually, I think Tron should still have some chance of winning here, because this is his best map and he can do some crazy stuff with his aim. But he does need a break here, and I think maybe this could be the one.
Is potentially it, but Tron. Oh
my god.
No.
That's got to be heartbreaking if you're Tron. You've just got a shock rifle and the 100 armor.
Yeah.
Finally got.
rreav probably taking the next one of the shock rifle, I mean. So unless he...
Yeah, that was a nice example how it feels to be clicked to death.
Does get a shock rifle now. 100 armor also spawning, so this could be good for Tron. Definitely a trade in his favor. Let's see what he can do with it, because this is really his opening.
But I like this from rreav. He goes straight for the vials as he realizes he's not going to be able to get any armor anytime soon because Tron outstacks him so much. And look, he's just conceding the belt. It's a smart move. He doesn't have the stack to contest. He's not willing to give Tron a chance to make a comeback because you really can rack up spawn kills on this map. Oh, I think he is contesting. And that combo is huge. He's knocked Tron back and oh, nearly steals the belt. There's so much damage done. I think that was worth it for rreav. Especially if he'd gotten the belt, that would have been perfect play.
Wow, Tron actually got Reef very low here, and let's switch to Tron here actually. Trying to mow him down with his minigun.
I mean, game doesn't look close right now, but it could be very quickly. There's the first frag. Now he needs to look for the spawn frag.
And he hears him. Can he get him again?
Oh, that was not
he's out of
far
shock
away.
ammo. Another position you want to be in. He needs to be careful. This belt actually not up for a while. I think Tron's given Reeve an opportunity to get to the 100 armor, which he's going to take. No, he actually backs off. That gives Tron the armor and the belt.
2 seconds left. It looks like Reef will get there
Needs
first.
to be quick.
Oh no! Reef backed down from it. I think he actually had a chance to take it there, but Tron now has it, and he did take a lot of damage in the process, but he does manage to get himself at 25, and now he really needs a bit of health, and then I would say he has to go aggressive here, because the time is running out and we have 6 minutes left.
Right now, Reeves making it so difficult for Tron to get in. He's just maintaining his distance, taking vials, taking the small armors. You see him camping around this link killer. Oh, and a double back with the rockets. That does so much damage to Tron, and he's down to 15 health.
Wow,
Ends
and
up
Reef just
3 minutes remain.
won that fight so clean. He hit every single rocket. And, oh, but Tron!
Ooh.
Nice rocket there. Let's look at Tron now, and hopefully he finds Reef here, and then he can perhaps work on a comeback, but it needs to happen fast.
I think what you're seeing here is Reeve. He knows he's got a big buffer and frag, so if he just makes the game scrappy and maybe wins, you know, every other fight, then he's still going to end up winning the game. Although Tron coming with the tri-rockets, Reeve no armor after missing that 50.
Reef played that perfectly. He played that so patiently. He knows that he doesn't have to take any fights right now. He just needs to waste the time, and it's exactly what he's doing. And he keeps himself in a distance where he always has a way out, and that makes it very hard for Tron to catch him here. But this is a chance now. Ooh!
Oh no! And there's the GG from Tron. I think that's reasonable.
Yeah,
I mean,
2
2 minutes, 6 frags, it's possible, but it is going to be hard, especially against Reeve, who's so good at playing to wind down the clock.
Yeah.
Do you know what the map 2 is?
I'm checking it right now. It is Leah.
Okay. I think that's a map that will play into Reeve's ability to
And
hold angles
you
with the
have to
sniper.
assume that this is probably Reeve's map also, yes. And if we do go to a decider map, wait, this is the wrong map, I believe. I think solo is supposed to be the decider, but not sure. Yeah, so it is Leah, so I guess we rehost. Yeah, so it looks like they will rehost and load the game on Leah.
I think I want to see Thanos versus Dominator. That's the match we all want.
And we're just waiting to get into this game right now. But yeah, Leah definitely a map I think that favors Reef heavily, because he wants to be in the face of Tron, and he knows that if he can keep it close, then there's no reason that he should lose this map. a smart pick by rreav. And it looks like we're all in here except for MemphiS, but I'm sure he will be in there in just a second. But they do ready up. And yeah, let's start with rreav here.
3, 2,
I think you're right, ScrMz. This is Leah is a map where players that are experienced and gaining a lot of control can do really well.
Yeah, rreav going full commit with the link gun. And pushing Tron back.
Oh, but Tron gets in here and he might have them here. Right, there it is. Remember, you start with 100 health, 1 rocket, and the second one is almost always going to be a kill, no matter how much splash damage it will be. So now it's
Tron-
1-1.
Oh, I like this from rreav. He's so confident that he's going to get that belt that he actually did not delays the 100 armor. I wonder what he's got planned to win this next belt fight. But Tron actually denied that shock rifle. That's an opportunity for him to do some damage. Chooses to go with the rocket launcher, but unable to connect. I think Tron here, pushing into rreav's link, but it's such a nice ambush. He just pushes out a bit further than he normally would to win the belt fight. And Tron, not expecting it, takes a lot of damage from the link, and this delay from rreav is perfect.
Oh, he got stuck there and still does decent damage to rreav,
what the
but
fuck? Oh, that was really unlucky.
He hit the air rocket, but not enough. rreav had that belt. Oh! Threads it through the gap. Knows Tron's going for the health packs.
and here Tron
And Tron now rushing with the link.
does decent damage actually. If he can
Yeah,
get
if you
out,
spawn on 100 health.
but does not get out.
Even-
Spawns
Rreav
again in
hits the
front of
floor.
him. Actually managed to get this 100 armor, that's huge, because now he knows for sure he can contest this 150 armor.
But he's on the wrong side of the map, and rreav is going to get position on the belt. He's got a shock rifle as well.
Yeah, and I feel like Tron could have just maybe done a little bit more on his positioning here and really pressured rreav up this belt. As you said, he was on the wrong side of the map. I think he was maybe predicting that rreav would be on that side of the map, and that's why he was there, but unlucky for him, it does concede the 150 armor. And
rreav does a lot of damage with that combo that forces Tron back to square one essentially, and rreav can just back up, take the 50, maintain his weapons advantage, and that's going to make Tron struggle to get any of these armors. rreav going in, hits a nice rocket, and I think Tron will concede the 100 armor. Looks like he does, and rreav's got time to get to the belt. Tron's down low, rreav hears the sniper.
Tron needs to get out of here and he just needs to try and slow this game down, pick up some HP, grab the smaller armors.
Oh, nice to see rreav just drop down, take the extra second to take that 50 armor. It's going to give Tron so few options, especially since rreav just won that fight so easily. Now he can just slick combo, yeah.
And Tron
And
just
this is-
spawns in front of him and rreav gets another kill.
This is some really flawless control from rreav. Not giving Tron anything. And there's a rocket fight. You really don't have any business attacking someone with rockets when you're base health and they're belted. I think rreav he's so comfortable with these items. And then another rocket. It's surely going to be another frag for rreav. Tron's so
Oh,
low,
but Tron actually does so much damage. It's one snipe for each. Whoever gets the
rreav.
first shot
Oh,
will
but
get the
rreav,
kill.
he's so smart with his map movements, knows the belt's up, and says, you know, Tron, you can have that 100 armor, but I'm just going to waddle over to the belt and take that for free. And now look, full health.
And that seems
Tron
a bit,
not even
seems to be a bit the story of the matchup so far. That rreav just continues to outplay Tron with the 150 armor. He keeps finding ways to get it, even though Tron should be there to contest it, but just slightly too slow or slightly wrong positioning, and rreav often just gets it for free almost. That's really been the thing here that
5-minute warning.
that Tron is having issue with.
Something I like about rreav's playstyle is he knows when to slow down each game. He's actually conceded a couple of armors recently, and he's just playing a passive game, letting Tron come to him.
Nice shot
Knows he
there
doesn't need
again.
Yeah, knows he doesn't need to push for the frags. Since he's built up that buffer. Takes a link fight though. This could be close.
Wow, and actually that link was crazy from both players, but I think Tron actually managed to win that fight because rreav has 150 shield belts. And he got him to almost 50 HP there, or 45 HP. And it might be the chance to get back into this game.
Oh, he's got him with the flak, but rreav patiently just pulls out the rocket launcher. Tron unable to connect.
Eats so much damage again, and Tron actually surviving with 1 HP.
Oh, nice sniper here. I have to say that it's looking a little bit like that rreav is really planning to get some winning games here. He's really playing very serious, even with a lot of smart actions, not really doing bigger mistakes anyway. Both maps.
And yeah,
That's it.
He played really excellent, I have to say. He was in control pretty much the entire game. You know, he
Clearly well practiced.
definitely had Tron's number here. So yeah, we'll update the score, and perhaps, maybe, unless you guys need a break, we can look at Znatch versus, I believe it's rreav. Maybe they are playing still. Yeah, they are actually in the hub right now, so if you guys want to join that, it's a DE UT4.
On my way.
It's actually a non-broadcasted game, but let's just jump into there because
Yeah, why not?
we're so ahead of schedule anyway.
Looks like Donry already down to -1 with the impact hammer.
Ooh.
So, not a good start, but I think maybe what he was expecting when he's
Versus Znatch, yes.
Znatch, yeah. Znatch just so experienced in all aspects of Unreal Tournament. Such consistent aim with the shock. Good timing from years of duel. He's a really tough opponent to go against. Znatch has caught him out. He's just going to ping him a couple times with the shock. I'm not too afraid of that flak. We'll finish with the link. We might be able to see some spectacle frags here if we're lucky. There's a nice one. And Znatch, that's a big health stack for this map. It's actually quite hard to build health files up since they're all at the top. It's like a couple down the bottom. And compared to a map like Deep, there's not very many in total, so to reach 170 odd health is pretty impressive.
Oh, 2 HP after that combo.
Yeah, and such a tough position to be in. And you need the health. Even taking that health is not going to put Donry up.
Look how stacked Znatch is.
Yeah. That's a crazy stack to have on this map.
Whoa.
Just gonna hunt.
Yeah, I think we will see Znatch going into every fight. Donry really needs like a really full flak ball into the face, a huge combo to break this.
And Znatch, of course, one of the favorites to win the tournament.
there's
alongside
some
of
rockets.
Reeve. And
Not
Donry
enough.
replacing Nonsense, so not that much practice going for him. And also not too experienced yet in duel, just like Evolution. But still showed up
Yeah,
and came to
That
play.
will be an
so-
interesting game, I think.
Yeah,
Donry
I
versus
agree.
Evolution.
If they're in similar positions of being relatively new to the game and wanting to learn.
And that's
They
also a game we are going to be broadcasting, so
And they'll have an opportunity to put all the practice they've had in the tournament against top players into that final match of theirs. That should be a good one. Znatch actually reaching max stack. Doesn't need any vials or any armor anymore. I imagine still going to play for them as he would in a 1-1 game. That rocket from Donry actually... Ooh, was that a headshot?
oh, it's 3 snipers here and another one.
There we go.
And there you go. He's still not on the board. He's still
And he
since he has
can
one
get this next
suicide.
belt.
No, 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 no!
Oh no, the belt's still
Oh.
up.
But, oh, that was the frag. That's great.
Smash does get it and a flag. That's unlucky spawn by
does-
Donry. Or for
Gets
Donry.
himself
That
off
was a missed jump.
Gets himself off -1, which if you were expecting a really hard game against Snatch, can be quite... Oh,
Nice sniper here. And the armor for Donry.
and Snatch hitting himself on the lift. Maybe not expecting this aggression from Donry. Gonna, I imagine, slow his game down a bit. And now he's got his opponent trapped. Not making any noise.
Ooh,
knows
barely,
exactly where he is.
barely dodges that combo.
Got enough time to get to this belt, which I think he will, no problem.
Oh,
Respecting
nice.
the rockets.
That was a nice prediction. But the rockets were a little bit too early and a little bit too high.
Not going to be able to find that spawn frag that he was looking for, but I'm not sure it's going to matter. Since he has won himself control again, Donry only a sniper rifle, so can't really afford to get into a close range fight. Snatch has got him trapped. 16 HP, surely this is over. Snatch is going to whip out a shot.
Wow, nice,
Ooh.
nice combo there. It almost looked like he was going for the primary, but then he changed his mind again and just finished the combo.
Yeah. But you see, Znatch is so good at trapping his opponent at these items. He's got such good area control with his shock rifle, and Donry nearly walks into a combo. And this is going to be another fight.
Unlucky
Going
that
further than
these
that.
two rockets were without damage.
Blue belt is up. Donry's going to get it.
Donry with the belt.
Znatch misses the combo, but takes a risky fight with the link gun against the flak and goes down. So now a chance for Donry to get some spawn frags, but that's such a good spawn for Znatch. 3 armor.
That was a pretty nice situation that Donry decided to go being aggressive with the shield belt if we can get close to Znatch with the flux, so that was not too bad to do. I think that was even a little bit a surprise for Znatch that Donry came out so aggressive to him.
Yeah, and that's sometimes what you got to do against someone who's in full control, is just take a fight that doesn't make any sense. But if you can surprise your opponent with the wrong gun out, oh, look at this. Oh,
Nice,
block.
nice block there with the hammer does. Reef is just playing with him right now, just waiting for him to
Yeah,
make
I
a
guess,
move.
but
But
I
he
think- I
does
think
get it
really,
with
this is
some really,
is
really
pretty
nice
okay.
flag.
Oh,
he's doing. That is pretty okay if a player's like so not moving so much, like waiting for the sniper shots.
Oh.
Very nice shots here. Yeah.
it's interesting that you say that he's playing with his. I think this is where players like Znatch and rreav differ, because you saw in the games where rreav was dominating, he kept the pressure on the whole game and played exactly as he would against any other player.
Yes.
Whereas Znatch perhaps values the enjoyment factor of those headshots and nice combos that you wouldn't otherwise be able to go for. It's just interesting to see how these players treat these kind of games.
Indeed. I think maybe this is also the difference why I would say like Znatch is more kind of a universal player, like playing everything, being good in everything as well, and rreav is maybe the more classic dueler. What do you think, guys?
Yeah, rreav's certainly got a very, I guess, standard style. It doesn't really differ much from the sort of standard duel template. He's just very, very consistent and good at it, whereas Znatch a bit more sporadic in his playstyle.
1 minute remains.
Should be, I think, is it their matchup next? So that should be a good one.
Yeah, yeah. Next matchup is rreav against Znatch. Definitely the main event, so to say, of the day. It's gonna be a very cool matchup.
Yeah, I honestly think that could go either way, given how well rreav did.
Oh,
against-
what a shame that that combo was not connected by
30
Donry.
seconds left.
Oh, nice flag boy by Znatch.
I think it looks like he's trying to get a kill with every gun or something. It's this one he
Yeah.
wants the black secondary kill. Decides to go with the sniper. No, back to the flag. Will he go for the
Donry
spawn
was
frag?
not too far away.
9,
Having an unrec with the rockets as well.
Yeah, it never helps.
4, 3,
GG is called. A pretty dominating performance from Znatch, which I think we all
Well played.
expected.
Well played.
I would assume that's game 2.
Yeah, we would have to see if this is game 2 or game 1, because this is a non-broadcasted game, so normally we shouldn't be spectating this, but that's also the reason I don't know what maps they are playing. Perhaps Mikey knows if this is map 1 or 2.
I like the comment from Hexes, like telling us in the stream, like good old Znatch is trolling as always.
Trying to pad out his frag movie.
Why there's no
searching-
echo on
searching the
GUT
frags.
duels, but echo is not part of the map pool. So it seems
There's a
like
chance that it
that
might be.
this was map 1 and we are going to map 2 now, which will be deck. First time
Can't
we
really
see deck.
see this. Can't really see this going any other way than the last game, maybe even more so. Znatch is just so experienced on this map.
I think that would be the only map I would play versus Znatch. In duel.
2, 1.
And we'll start off with Donry here actually. He takes the shock.
Ooh, 2 primaries. And
Oh, that was a very good idea to stay there.
I think Donry's chances for frags in this game will be few and far between, but at the beginning of the game is
Oh, don't
Best
turn
chance.
around versus Znatch.
I imagine Znatch's probably sitting in the middle of the map at that doorway with the sniper. It's a strong position
Yes.
on this map. Especially if you've got a 40% hit rate with the sniper.
Nice
By
aim
Donry.
there though
Good
by
shots,
Donry.
good
It's
shots.
3 in a row.
Oh, what
Just
is
need one more.
yes? That was very nice. A lot of shot.
Oh,
Wait,
that's so
oh, he missed it.
unfortunate.
He missed it.
Oh no, you gotta feel sorry here
What
for
a
Donry.
shame.
That is unfortunate.
Looks like that Donry is doing the Zaz Master. ScrMz is knowing exactly what I mean.
Yeah, I know.
I'm sorry, guys.
You also bring it up every chance you have.
Yeah.
Poor Sass
But
Master.
it was your fault, man, because you was laughing so much when he was doing a mistake every time.
And yeah, out aim snatch, die in lava. That's unfortunate.
It truly is no justice in the world.
Oh, nice flagpole, but without any huge damage. That was strange. The flagpole looks pretty good.
Oh, and he
Oh,
does
this one's
mi-
well.
Oh!
No! Oh no!
I think he thought that snatch would just have a too easy of
Oh.
a shot to hit. And that's why he backed off, but I think you still have to go for it, because otherwise you die either way.
Give himself the armor, but look at that stack on the Znatch. It's just going to be so hard to break that down, especially when Znatch has got control of the boots, the position on the armor.
Nice flick
Oh.
shot there by snatch.
Yeah. Oh, good shot down.
Of course, deck you have boots and it creates this whole different playstyle in a duel, and some players are
Oh, he
used to
really
it.
needs the flak now.
Donry down to 5, 1 tick of blink.
Oh,
it's a
and he
combo.
does die to the lava.
Oh,
Poor guy. man.
Donry is really unlucky here.
Oh!
Nice
That
combo
was a
there.
little bit too aggressive.
Oh, but Znatch spawns above the belt. Knows it's up straight for it. It's going to get the shock rifle as well and deny the armor.
He should really get him on the armor now. Oh, that combo not connected. Another one not going in.
And now Znatch ping him with some...
Yeah, it looks like
Primary.
Znatch is like playing deck freestyle.
Yeah, he must be so comfortable on this map.
He is, that's for sure.
You see that exact jump? I would
30
fill
years
that
of
9 out of 10.
experience, ScrMz. His 30 years of experience it is.
Well, still goes for a swim though. Happens to the best of us. Now they're just playing.
And they are just having fun together, making a show for the people at home.
Although it is only 3-0. So,
But I think Fragem has maybe one of the most longest history on playing deck, because he was playing deck like on UT beta. 0.9 or something.
Good chance. No. That's actually giving his opponent quite a few chances here. Which might be unwise given how close the score is, but he must feel quite confident in his aim, I guess.
And it's always fun to see. That deck is really a map that players either love it or they hate it. There's no
Yeah.
in between. Like, oh, I'm okay with
No,
deck.
normally not. Yes.
There's no in between. It's just you either hate it or you love it. And it's the same thing in chat now. I see people saying they love it, and then people that absolutely hate it.
Actually going in against Tri-Rockets, but content to just hit 3 primaries in a row. Casually.
Yeah, most of the time the players, like when they are not liking playing deck or something in duel, the first message you will get after you have answered for deck, like they are saying like fuck off.
Yeah.
I just refuse to play any.
And if Donry might be able to grab this 150 armor, but it doesn't seem like he's aware that it's up.
That combo again. Oh,
Wow,
nice
nice
rocket
rocket there by Snatch. Donry did have that opportunity to grab the 150 earlier though, but I don't think he was aware that it was up.
Good combo there. That was.
Yeah, these combos are actually hurting Snatch a lot.
He should really go, if he can get him down or something. Yeah, he should go for the shield belt.
I think Donry's missed the jump. No, he made it.
Oh, that was close.
Apparently Flick concedes on this map within 1 minute. Is that true? Is that a true story? Care to comment?
Who's saying that?
What?
I don't concede deck, I just never play it.
Same.
But it's a map that's so different to all the others that you can be a deck master
3 minutes.
and lose on every other map.
It's kind of like
Or
the
you-
ranking of UT4 and UT1.
Or you can be really good at duel in general, but then also suck at deck.
Yeah.
It's so unique.
Tamer, I remember when Tamer was saying it to me, like he was winning hard on several maps versus me when we played for fun, but when we played like deck, he was really saying no, I don't want to play it. Yeah, this is really what you can see a lot in the community, I think. Yes, from especially from the duel perspective, because deck is pretty a different game in TDM, to be honest.
Oh yeah, I think a lot of people are alright with deck and TDM. I have no problem with it. It's actually quite fun.
And there are several options how you can play it. Like you can play it classic, like with having control over top, like the classic tactic, or you're trying to play in between and escaping with the items and doing the respawn. So there are several options how to play this map.
Yeah, I think the uniqueness of deck in duel it's so much more different to all the other duel maps than it is to all the other TDM maps.
Yeah.
Snatch actually not getting that belt, but
And Snatch is clearly just having some fun here in this map.
Yeah, totally.
maybe mentally preparing himself for the game against rreav, which hopefully will be a lot closer than this. I imagine it will be a good game. Hopefully a 3-mapper.
Yeah, we see that a lot
I
yesterday.
think that,
I was wondering.
Yeah, I think that rreav showed some very dominant performances so far, so I do think that this series will be really good. I think rreav is on fire today.
Oh, looked like Snatch took a hand off.
He was hearing that.
It's good to see that Donry is at least still having fun. In his position,
Yeah.
I would not be having fun.
30 seconds left.
And that might be the
10,
final kill of the game.
9, 8,
Another dominant
7,
performance, although Donry
6,
showing he has
5, 4,
he has the aim.
3,
He out-aimed
2,
Snatch a couple times in that
1.
game, and he's got good prediction combos, that's for sure. Just, I think, lacking in the experience department, which is especially painful on a map like Deck.
Yeah, and there you have it. Snatch winning his first match, 2-0. And now actually we're gonna have a very interesting matchup, because it will be rreav versus Snatch. And first let me update the scores again from the scores, because I forgot it the last game too. So Tron against rreav was 2-0 for rreav, right?
I believe so.
Yes, it was a race and solo. Leah. So 2-0 for rreav. And then Snatch versus Donry was 2-0 Snatch, of course. And now we are going to go on a bit of a break. Maybe tell your friends, your family, or your grandpas, your grandmas to all tune in for this next game, because it's gonna be a really, really good, really good series, because we
Yeah,
will
this
have
could be.
Snatch versus rreav.
Yeah, this could be the game that decides who goes out of this group in first place and who goes out in second. So
There you go. I couldn't find the text, but pro streamer. But there it is, guys. I'm going to put some music on, spread the word, guys. Let's get some let's get 50 viewers up there. I think these two players deserve it. They're both extremely talented, and the matchup will be insane. So yeah, tell your friends, spam the Discord chats, and yeah, we'll see you guys in 5 minutes, and enjoy some music.
Forget the chips.
So it looks like the players are ready, and the maps are Leah, Coma, and ASDF. So if you guys could come to the hub, Flikswich and MemphiS, that would be great. It's UT Pucks DE. Looks like we're starting on Leah.
It's a map both players should be very comfortable on, I imagine.
For sure. And I'm actually curious who picked the map. But I think it's rreav, but I'm not completely certain.
Oh, I'd say rreav's pretty comfortable.
And actually, let's jump into the game.
Looks like players are ready.
Yeah, and we are going to go live now. It's the first map of the series, guys. Super hype matchup. rreav against Znatch.
3, 2,
Let's start
1.
with rreav actually, because I do think it's his map choice, but again, I did not get confirmation on that, so it could be Znatch. Both players, as Flick said, extremely confident and comfortable on this map, so rreav, of
It's like
course.
rreav early advantage with that shock rifle, and that's just going to play it sneaky. Steals the shock. Go back up to the 50, I expect. Looks for some damage, but unable to get it. Just dances through a combo. Knocks rreav down. Oh, that was so crucial that he knocked rreav off the ledge there, because that wins him the 100 armor. And a nice exit sniper that's going to strip rreav of that 50 armor pretty
Yeah,
much.
and let's actually switch to. Well, wait. Let's keep on our rreav here, because he whipped out the flak, and we all love flak cannon on this channel. So, but he
Full
does.
one, but snatch.
He does go
Retaliates.
down. It was very close though. He did a lot of damage to Znatch, but Znatch does get that first shield belt. rreav, of course, getting that 100 armor.
We're in another situation where there's a trade of belt and the 100 armor, which should favour the belt player, but rreav, such consistent aim. Probably going to hope to damage Znatch at range.
Nice
just
combo
like
there
that.
by rreav.
And look, he's got position on the 100 and Znatch doesn't. So Znatch's going to have to content himself with the 50 armor, which won't put him very high.
Ooh, does
Hits a
eat that
perfect
flak ball
flak.
though. And now Znatch is at an advantage in armor and health. Znatch always a player that just picks up all the vials, and very important, super underrated in duel. But nice combo there by Znatch, by rreav, sorry. But Znatch does
Yeah.
manage to pick up that 150 belt and replenish his armor.
Unfortunate that he wasn't able to hit it afterwards, because I think he only did about 2 total damage to Znatch with that massive combo. When you add in the fact that Znatch was able to just walk over the belt. So good positioning by Znatch. Nice idea by rreav, but unable to do any lasting damage. And now he's going in with the tri-rockets, looking for some opportunistic damage, but I think he's given up position on this 100 armor. Znatch can kind of afford to just defend it with a shock rifle here. Just the fact that he's down there puts so much pressure on rreav, but rreav gets it relatively unchallenged and hits
And
a
an
nice
active
combo.
combo there, and this looks like an opening, and rreav knows it. He's like, I just dealt so much damage, I have to try and follow it up. I like the thought process there, but unfortunately could not connect to any of the shots. But
Oh, that combo!
Oh, but he went for the direct rocket, and I think he just needs to try for the splash damage.
And that's the power of the vials on Leia. Znatch surviving that fight with 60 HP and able to very comfortably dispatch rreav a couple of times, probably off the spawn.
Very nice minigun
rreav.
damage here by rreav, and he does manage to kill Znatch here. Picks up that shock also, and he does get out. Can take the health bubbles beneath and the 25 armor, or 50 armor, sorry. Takes also this sniper away, and now he's in complete control in terms of weapons, so he can again deny the next shock rifle from Znatch and be in a very, very controlling position for the next 150 armor.
rreav sensed his opportunity. He's going in. He wants to get that frag on the board and deny Znatch all his weapons. And that combo is a great start. Znatch has a 1 HP.
Well played by rreav here. He knew that he could get the kill, keeps the belt up, and takes it afterwards as his present for getting that kill. And now Znatch is behind him. Ooh, deals a lot of damage to rreav here, but rreav with good rockets, and they kill each other. Or actually,
the ammo. There's such a patient ambush from Znatch there, remaining completely silent, letting rreav walk past him. And then he did something like 120 damage on the combo, and at that point took the high ground against the rocket launcher and
let's
was able
switch
to
over to Znatch actually, because Znatch right now in
really
position.
making a move. Takes a rocket, and rreav chasing up the jump pad, dangerous against shock. Is Znatch unable to connect to that rocket, and he will get the health packs. Needs to be careful though. That lift's very predictable, and the belt is coming up.
2 seconds.
Think
Rreav
that
does
might be
get
belt.
it. Oh, managed to also
Could've been,
dodge that combo by just simply walking into it. Into the core. Of course, better than eating a full combo.
Always frustrating when you're in Znatch's position. Your combo gets denied.
And rreav just uses his stack here and links Znatch down here. Does he get the kill? Znatch so
Oh,
low.
this is so
Kinda trapped here.
somehow Znatch just got out.
rreav
And he gets the
that.
armor.
Rreav thought that Znatch would back down. Actually, he just kept running.
Oh, he's so hot in Znatch's heels, and he hits another sniper shot. It's two.
Here he's gonna go for it.
Surely.
And yes, he does get
Surely.
it. Let's switch over to rreav here. Rreav playing some nice aggressive playstyle right now, and it pays off. Does get this 150 belt. Of course, he knows
Armor
that.
coming up. Znatch in a position to take it. He had that shock rifle. It's very dangerous to push someone who's sitting on the armor with a shock, but rreav gets some nice damage with the link. Does take some of his own though. Probably wants to heal back up with his 50. And now, given how close the game is, I think there probably won't be any risks until somebody can get a big stack up. So it might be a bit passive for a couple minutes.
And if there is gonna
Wait.
be a frag within the next 10 seconds, it's gonna be a huge control for whoever gets this, because then you get a free belt.
rreav actually going straight in.
3 minutes.
Znatch winning that fight by backing off onto the armor and hitting an early combo, but I think rreav's got position on this belt.
Does
Hits
hit
a
a
sniper,
nice
that's
sniper.
Yeah.
Pretty much forces Znatch to concede that 150 belt again. And Znatch actually has to run since a few minutes now, but he does an excellent job at it too. He's not been caught that much yet. Znatch does,
So rreav getting in with the link.
he does get a lot of damage to himself too though. He has to be careful here and not overchase it, but he wants it.
Yeah. And I'm not even sure he was aware of how low he was there. I didn't realize how much damage Znatch managed to do. He's so good at running away, as you said, but he's also good at throwing rockets and combos out behind him to catch rreav. Just do bits of chip damage over and over, and that combo's huge.
Exactly, I think rreav was too excited to get this kill, but the truth is that he had at that point of the game, still like around 3 minutes left, he did not have to overforce it. And that may actually have cost him the game here. Unless he
But he's
does
just
get
picked up
this
that
kill
kill.
here, and he does. Now it's 3 kills, it's definitely possible with 1 minute and 45 seconds.
It's Mini versus Link. Mini does out damage, but only if you can hit. And at the moment, rreav doing a lot of damage. Rockets onto the health pack. Znatch is stuck with this gun, but he's got rreav so low.
And rreav knows that he can't afford to back down, he has to go for this.
And, oh, it could have been a kill for Znatch. rreav lucky to escape with his life there, but I think Znatch is going to get this 100 armor when it comes up shortly. Oh no, potentially concedes it, and his rockets from rreav are good, but not enough. Not enough stack, and that might seal the deal with 1 minute left. 4 frags on Leia, full order against someone with full control of all the weapons.
Yeah, that
remains.
over-aggression might have cost him in the game here. It's very unfortunate. But
There was
still,
that one key death on the map where he aggressed, although that's a kill. How he's managed that.
It is possible, but not anymore really.
Oh, Znatch calmly with the sniper rifle. He's got rreav down to 10 HP. He doesn't even need to finish this kill.
30 seconds left.
A nice jump there by rreav. It's not that easy to do that jump.
rreav going to be respectful, just play out the game. Probably wants to calm his nerves a bit. That was a very close game at 1 point.
9, 8.
And there we go, GG's
Still
called.
a very, very nice first game of the series. I think Znatch played excellent with just chipping damage at rreav, and I felt like at some point rreav was unaware that how much damage he actually was taking from Znatch. And that one fight where he was chasing for the kill with 55 HP, I feel like that was kind of the turning point of the match, where it was going back into Znatch's favor. And
Yeah, that dodge. Not a bit of an ill-advised dodge right at the end there, straight into a combo. I think that's the sort of aggression you'd be able to do against someone who doesn't have all the weapons, but Znatch had been in control for a while, I think, and had managed to pick up all the guns, so...
And we have almost 60 viewers now. That's really cool to see, guys. Welcome. You made it to a really nice matchup. It's now the second match or map from this series. It's rreav against Znatch, two of the, well, probably safe to say best duelers in Europe, or one of the best. And here we go, map 2 in Coma. What do you think about Coma? We probably favor Znatch a bit more, but I do know that rreav do love some Coma, so it will be interesting to see. Let's actually start with rreav here. He does have the sniper.
Chooses the minigun over the sniper, which can work really well, but actually Znatch ducked down. Znatch was maybe a dodge ahead, then that would have been a kill, but still the ability to duck. But there's a massive combo.
Very nice start here by rreav.
Oh, but Znatch has done so much damage, and there's 2 snipes in a row.
Ooh, and he spawns right in front of him. This could be really bad for rreav here.
rreav is a master of this impact shield, but even so, he's going to take so much damage. Znatch just needs one more shot, but the direct rocket is so nice from rreav. Gotta be happy with that.
Definitely the most damage he could have done in that fight.
I've got an impact hammer sound bug.
Me too. It's gone.
Oh, okay.
No. Yeah, it's gone.
So from a 1 point advantage, I think rreav kind of overextended a bit, got himself killed, and now he's 1 point down. Conceding armors, conceding the belt. He's gonna have to work with his 50, and Znatch has got full HP and a belt.
Yeah, and actually Znatch even pushed rreav off the 100 armor, so rreav didn't even get the exchange of 100 armor to 150 armor. And now rreav in a really bad spot. pretty tricky to find a weapon now. And Reef
Oh,
knows.
that fire was so close.
Ooh.
And there's a big one. Now Znatch going to be thinking twice. It does make the jump. Rreav not going to push for the 100 armor. Decides to just take the damage. And there's a big combo from Znatch. And what we're seeing is some really solid control from Znatch. This belt's coming up and he's got great position on it. rreav only 43 HP.
Let's look at
Snatch
Snatch actually. Snatch knows that he doesn't need to take the belt now because Reef is so low. Now he has to be careful that he does not give this belt away, and he might.
Ooh, that was so risky.
He does give it away. He did a lot of damage though to Reef, but Reef still has 91 armor that completely needs to be
I think Znatch at one point he wanted shock ammo, but that actually ended up losing him the belt. Not an exchange worth going for, in my opinion. And that's an in for Rreav. And he showed on Leah there were chances to get into the game, and he did it scrappily, and then he could get some control behind him. So he's certainly capable of getting back into this game.
I believe
all off
Reef
the back
also
of-
just got a shock rifle, so he's in a good spot to get this 100 armor, which he does.
Yeah, these stacks are so even. And pings Znatch off the 50. That's bad for Znatch.
That's very bad for Snatch. Let's actually switch to Reef here.
Oh, Znatch has got a great position on this belt.
Oh,
If he
two
can hit the
primary
shots.
though from... Oh, he just
Oh,
managed
so
to get
close.
it just in time. That was so close. If Snatch gets it there, that could have been super bad with the 100% absorb of the 150 shield. But Reef just clutched it and got the 150 shield and now gets another kill. This could be really bad for Reef, or for Snatch, excuse me. If he managed to get this 100 armor. This 100 armor is not up for another 10 seconds. So just...
And Rreav aims.
Oh no! Oh, what a nice shot by
And
Snatch.
a huge combo. Gets the 100, denies the shock. He's just taking sniper and gets free health as well. Belt's coming up soon. That's just a complete reversal for Znatch. Rreav's got nothing. And Znatch, this is such a good position for this belt. Although actually wasting a bit of time, that's going to give Rreav the time to get to the 100 armor.
And Reef
Have a shot.
is in a position that he just wants to do some damage and exit for the health bubble, but instead he did it slightly too late and now he will be punished heavily.
Yeah, that jump for the 100 was so risky. It's going to cost Rreav his life. I think at that point,
If he exited the area a little bit earlier, he would not have gone in that position. Probably would have just been out.
Bio comes out. Sometimes a sign of a tilted player, but I think Rreav's probably got a plan for it, trying to block away that path towards the 100.
5-minute warning.
And Znatch just gonna shoot the goo blob, not taking any risks. Rreav gets himself a sniper, and I think this 50's up soon, but that combo. And that's a belt for Znatch. Actually gonna camp
Ooh.
the teleporter. Doesn't even need the belt, but will just take it.
He does get
That's
baited
respect
into
to
it. Just like you said a few games ago, that Snatch puts people in these spots where he just traps them, and kind of what he was doing here. Reef does manage to get out, but again, Snatch does get himself that 100 armor again. And it's
Oh, 3 in a row.
always so hard to deal with when in coma your opponent has the 150 belt and you do not get the 100 armor either, so
Yeah. There's no 25 on this map, and the health vials are all in a position where it takes quite a lot of time to actually go and get them. So it's very hard to break map lock. You have to essentially run away until you can.
ooh, nice
get a
flag
big-
there by Snatch. That's what I like to see. Butchered!
And I think this next belt will be Znatch's as well. Rreav maybe feeling a bit out of the game. I mean, it is possible. 3.5 minutes. I was saying sound is delayed, having some technical issues. Maybe feeling a bit out of it, especially with a score lead like this, to try and make a comeback from. Being said, it is still possible, so znatch probably wants to play it quite safe, play it defensive, keep his score as high as possible.
It is definitely
take
still
too many.
possible, yeah. Because unlike UT4 guys, UT4 you can spawn anywhere on the map. So if you choose the wrong spawn, you can spawn in front of your
but he's gonna
opponent.
concede.
But he does concede now. Possible, but not versus znatch. I think if anyone can do it, it's probably rreav. But that does do it. Znatch with another 2-0 victory.
Yeah, got to be feeling good after that one, because as far as znatch is concerned, that's probably the hardest game he's going to have all day. So he's on track to win all his games.
Yeah, definitely. This kind of, well, I don't want to say guarantee, because yesterday proved to be quite the surprise. But it does put him in a very good spot to end this group in first. In fact, I think he should... Oh no. No, it's still possible that he can get second. No, actually it's not, because rreav would be the one that has to take first. Unless someone wins free, the next 3 in a row. Then it's possible.
So it'll be interesting to see if Tron is maybe warmed up a bit. Because he did have some difficult games against rreav, but hopefully for his sake he's going to have a better time against znatch, and that game will be close.
And I believe that Tron is still playing Evolution, but I could be wrong. I'm gonna check the hubs, because I did not get any update about score. Oh, actually I did. So it was Tron versus Dunree, and Tron did get the victory with 2-0.
Versus Donry or Evolution?
I was told it's Dunree, but that is... I think that should not be the matchup that was played.
Yeah, the matchup I have is Tron versus Evolution.
Me too. I'll check with the admin Mikey. But yeah, we will go on a break right now, guys, and don't go anywhere, because in the next matchup will be Tron versus znatch, another good matchup, and Tron definitely needs some victory. Of course, it's going to be a very tough task against znatch, but if yesterday taught us anything, we should not count anyone out. So yeah, let's go to a bit of a music break, and then we'll be right back with another great match.
Never gonna give you up. I'm never gonna let you go. Never gonna say goodbye. No. Never gonna give, never gonna give, never gonna give you up. Never gonna give, never gonna give. Never gonna give, never gonna give, never gonna give you up. Never gonna give, never gonna give. Never gonna give, never gonna give you up. Never gonna give, never gonna give.
And it does seem that the game is up, and I also got the map list right here. So it's ASDF, Leah, and Coma. And we're gonna join the hub in DE UT4. If MemphiS and Flikswich can join in also, then we can get this match underway.
I'm there already.
Nice, welcome back,
okay.
Mr. MemphiS. Welcome back.
Thanks. Thanks. Nice to have me here.
For sure. So this will be another good matchup, I think. Gonna see. So Snatch, I guess we were not
I think
seeing a race.
it was.
We're not seeing a race this matchup. So I'm thinking that Snatch may have banned it, which is a smart
Bandit,
thing.
yeah. There's no doubt that Tron's ban went into deck.
3,
Looks like we're off already.
2, 1.
Yes, and let's start with Tron, who does get the sniper spawn, and he
Always good for a quick headshot on this map.
for sure. And he
Alpha,
also,
I'm not sure if your cheering will help Tron to win this one, but it's a nice try, that's for sure.
And Snatch's got to be careful because Tron's aim is pretty brutal at times. And even though he had a rough game versus
ooh,
Reed,
it's a nice shot there, and then follows it up with the snipe. So very nice start by Tron.
and takes the 50. Snatch looking for some snipes. I like that move from him. Though maybe stays there a bit too long.
Tron wants
he's
to
always-
just get the health back here before he contests his 150 shield, which should be hit. But Snatch does hit a nice sniper shot there, but now Snatch really needs to get out of there because Tron should be able to get him. I'm not sure if Tron knows that it's 150% or 100% absorbed. He could have easily chased him down there, I feel like. But instead
Yeah,
lets
perhaps
him go.
respecting the aim a bit too much in that situation. Definitely a chance for another kill. And look, he's let Znatch get all the way back up to 95, 100. Actually, very similar stacks.
Perhaps Tron did
Despite-
not want to chase without the link on to finish the job. Now he does have it, so hopefully the next time he gets him so low, he will just switch the link and finish him off. Of course, he has still a great position here for this 100 armor. He's in the high ground. Pretty hard for
isn't it?
Snatch to take it here.
Znatch doesn't actually need it. So he's got the freedom to play around this 100 armor. And now that he's done damage, he can deny it. So well played there by Znatch.
Ooh,
Although
very brutal combo there for Tron.
but the belt was up. And Znatch just backs up over it. I think maybe Tron lost track of time given how long that armor fight went on for. And now Znatch takes that top position on the map. It's so strong. He can just jump down, do some damage with the shock. If it goes badly, he can
These are
jump
the
back
fights
up.
that we're gonna see a lot against between these players, I think. Mid-range shock fights, and they're both so good at it. It will be interesting to see who's winning these fights. Right now, I feel like Tron is dealing a little bit more. Oh, there was a nice shot from Snatch, just ruining Tron's day.
And he's gonna sweep up the rest of the map. He knows how low Tron is. It's not going anywhere fast.
Yeah, and Snatch, of course, is not gonna make the mistake that Tron did
Very
before. He will
close.
chase for this kill and does get it. Let's switch to Snatch now, actually.
He took so much damage, and Tron spawned next to him.
Ooh, one
Both
more
players
enforcer
down
shot
so
will do
low.
it.
Oh, the risk
Ooh,
from Snatch.
risky
It was a
play
bit
there
of
by
a-
Snatch, but both players do miss their shots.
Oh.
And Znatch now in a great position. Tron, not much HP underneath that armor. And a cross-map primary.
Ooh,
Perfect prediction.
very nice aim there by Snatch.
And he's caught Tron out. We'll switch to the sniper though. misses his opportunity with that missed
Definitely
shot.
not the weapon you want to switch out in such a close combat. Which gives Tron the opportunity to come back here and get some HP and perhaps even get out. Ooh, but Snatch played it very smart here.
Yeah, taking the slight risk going up that lift, but Tron whiffs the rocket. Could have been another direct. And I like what Snatch is doing. A couple of times he's gone up that jump pad and the one nearer to the armor side. And he's just dodged away, that way he doesn't walk into any prediction combos.
Ooh, nice air rocket there from Tron. But again,
that was a smart way of delaying the game a little bit and waiting for the rocket there.
Yeah, but Znatch, he knew that belt was up and he was just sort of hanging around that side of the map.
every time he
defending
takes damage, he just backs down and takes the 150 shield, and he knows he's good to go.
But he's not getting too many frags out of it. I think he wants to break Tron's weapon loadout. And then he'll really start to rush, because at the moment Tron is playing so well defensively in terms of his aim. He's hitting all these rockets and all these combos. Znatch unable to get those final points of damage.
Also eat
Nice
another
rocket there.
direct rocket by Tron. Good shot there.
Nice snipe. But a return combo.
Both
will do.
players, like every fight, is actually so close. Like they keep exchanging these shots. And see
A
again.
huge combo by Tron.
Oh, that was really nice close
Wow.
combo, but he couldn't
Belt is
combine it with a primary
Belt is
shock.
up
And
and sorry,
Tron will get
MemphiS,
his-
for cutting you off there. But
No,
let's
no, it's fine.
let's switch to
Oh,
Tron here.
no.
Actually, it's an amazing combo,
that was nice.
And
prediction.
another
But
one.
We find the next one.
and he's actually
Wow.
for the. Actually, I wanted to say first time in the lead, but of course he had the first track of the game. So. And now he's in a spot where he's 150 armor and 110 HP. He wants these fights. He wants to take these fights, but Tron is not completely hitting shots. But now he does.
Yeah, Znatch really losing his grip on the map. He took that fight that was just so close. Tron. Oh,
He's a
another
big,
nice
big
combo.
I'm not sure. Oh, a crater.
Oh,
Wasn't expecting that. And now this should be a kill for Znatch if he can avoid the bio. Oh, misses the combo. This could be bad, but Tron will miss that last bio. Znatch unable to get the last primary, and the belt is up.
The belt is up,
Somewhat
but I
back
think
away.
Tron forgot the timing. Oh, and he still gets him! He still gets him, but Snatch does spawn near the belt, and it does net him that 150 armor, and Tron did get that 100 armor. So if he can deny some of these hit scan weapons and keep himself at a distance, that's really what Tron wants to do, but he does get the shock here. He gives it away to his opponent.
3 minutes remain.
Znatch going so aggressive. Big combo. Tron down low will die to one more combo or a couple of primaries, and that's a good start.
Nice.
Another
Combo.
combo from Snatch there.
oh, that should be the threat now.
Ooh,
Yes. Yeah.
nice.
This 100 is up.
Nice play there from Snatch, hitting 2 excellent combos in a row and then just finishing the job with Fleck.
And I like that movement from Znatch. He went to deny the vials first because he heard Tron spawn over by the mini, getting as much out of this map as possible. Doesn't want to take any more chances.
Tron doing a good job
Yeah.
at staying out just outside his angles. But here he does get
Oh.
himself caught. And now
And that
Snatch.
belt is almost 50 seconds delayed. That's just shows you how Snatch likes to play it on this map, leaving the belt available so that he can take it when he wants. And this is surely not a kill with a link gun, just to avoid the bio. That was his downfall last time.
Almost ate the insane combo there, but
And
Tron
runs out of ammo.
does find him there and survives with 10 HP. Needs to be careful here. He does. Oh, that's unfortunate. Tron.
Snatch just wants to get out of there alive, maintain his lead. Tron's playing really well. I mean, not a result that you would expect given how Snatch beat rreav and rreav beat Tron. And oh, he knew. He just knew.
He knew.
And potential spawn frag. But if you look how many belts have gone to Znatch, he's just had such a vice grip on him. And 2 primaries, that's going to send Tron back to the respawn.
And that's really the difference
design.
here now. Like, the game was so extremely close the entire map so far. And then that last minute and a half just shows that Snatch knows when to go aggressive and he knows when to
And
punish
Tron
your
calls it.
opponent. But some excellent showing by Tron and some promising start to the series. Hopefully Tron can do a similar showing on the next map. It's always fun to see the close games.
Yeah, that bio was... It's not saying it was the stuff of nightmares. It really was. It just followed him to the belt and he dodged backwards, and as he turned he realized his error.
Yeah, but he was really concentrating on coming back. Like after he was killed by that, he really was thinking about if then Tron was at the item and he was doing a really nice shot with a core and getting the next kill. So I think you're totally right. This is some kind of a bad situation you could get in, but he was playing smart further without interruption of his playstyle. So that was pretty nice to see.
And exciting game nonetheless, or nevertheless, for sure. It was a very exciting game. Up until the final 1.5 minutes, it was so close. Every fight felt like it was almost even. And here we go, game 2, Leah.
1.
We're gonna follow Snatch here.
Oh, gets that shock spawn. But decides to push into the link. This might be a mistake.
Getting really
Does have
low.
a lot of health to back onto.
Of course, Leah notorious for having a lot of HP on one side of the map, so as long as Snatch hucks that side of the map, he feels pretty comfortable overstaying
Big
perhaps.
combo.
And here it's
Potential
a
for a
nice,
spawn frag
nice
as well.
prediction
And he
combo.
will delay this 100. It's quite a long delay as well. Snatch doing his best Jaws impression. Just waiting for Tron to put 1 foot wrong. But misses the first shot. It's a bit of a shame, and I think that missed lift jump has given Tron the belt.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
but
dropped down by the combo. That's so unfortunate if you're Tron there.
And now Snatch has got time to get back over to the 100.
And he will be too late here for the 100, I feel like. This could be punished heavily by Snatch. But instead he does wisely back off. And gets that 25 or 50 armor. Always confuse it with the 25 armor. Ooh, runs out of ammo there for the combo. That would for sure have been a kill.
Yeah,
They know.
that would be
they know where they
definitely
are.
more than 80 damage.
And I wonder if maybe that last game's thrown Snatch's aim off a bit, because he was rushing in trying to abuse his aim and Tron was punishing him for it. But this game he's playing very passive. And you see a few mouse shakes from him as well.
Yeah, actually, I think Tron kind of had the better aim there. I've seen Fantasy saying that why keeping shock battles with Snatch, but actually Tron he's also famous for his aim.
Oh, and a big fight here with the rocket Snatch caught with his pants down. But will not be punished by Tron. I think Snatch probably wants to get a rocket launcher or a flak or something so that doesn't happen again. Because we've already seen how quickly Tron can turn the game around.
And Snatch is waiting for Tron to make a move. Of course he knows that he's still there because there was no sound made by Tron, so...
It's nice to see that Alpha was mentioning in the chat if Snatch is getting already a little bit nervous.
Oh, nearly walks into a combo, but will block the ball and hit one of his own. And that puts Tron in a really rough position.
Ooh.
Those tri-rockets are huge.
Ooh!
Very nice rockets.
Very
here.
nice rockets, and now let's see if he can get his belt. It was delayed a bit, of course. Still a few seconds, 1 second left. Does he get it?
That should be the
He does get it here. Now again,
really good for the frag.
I hope that Tron learned his lesson from the last game, that he will go aggressive when he needs to be. You cannot let Snatch get back to 100-100 if you're in Tron's position.
I really don't get it why he was not going for the fight. Snatch was there with Link gun.
Yeah, and he's let Znatch get all these guns and a 50 armor. And we know how dangerous Znatch can be with any one of the
He had
weapons.
a lot of armor and still 48 on HP. I think he really should go for the fight there.
I mean, if I was Znatch in this position, I'd just take it slow, but he's actually going to go straight into the flak. He wins himself the 100, and Tron goes at the jump pad into his jaws.
And I feel like Snatch just is sniffing out that Tron is playing a bit too passive and just not too comfortable when you're putting some aggression and pressure onto him. That's exactly what Snatch is doing now. He's kind of played this entire series passive,
Nice
but sometimes he
patience
sees
here
these
from
openings
Snatch.
and just goes for them. And that's kind of what Tron has to do when he's in control.
That's kind of been the story of this game. If it wasn't for that one tri-rocket kill, I think Znatch would still be in this kind of control where he's just whittling down Tron slowly and going in for the kill when he knows he's got it secured. He's got such good control of the armor.
Yeah, and very
had all the belts
patient,
pretty much.
very patient at the same time. Like he's playing passive, but not too passive to not be applying any pressure. But then he sees his opening and just goes for it without any hesitation, and just gets himself that 100 armor and then flex him in the face.
Yeah, but that's also I think the difference between like a very well experienced player and a very good or good dueler.
Yeah, of course, that's definitely one of the key factors.
Oh, Znatch just did a ton of damage to himself with a flat cannon. And he conceded the 100 armor to Tron because it came up at the same time as the belt. But those two primaries in the back catching Tron unawares.
Iska's asking what the other armors absorb now, and it's 66%.
This fight over armor is close. Tron doing a lot of damage, but Znatch hitting that last primary is going to force him back. And now there's nothing up on the map for a while. Znatch can afford to push a bit here, but has to respect the tri-rockets.
But you have to question if you should even take that fight to begin with when you're Tron, because if it goes badly,
Yeah, that could be the game.
that could be the game, and Tron will give up the 100 armor and potentially even a kill if he stays too long.
Tron really needs the frag now.
Ooh, nice
like that
shot
move.
there. That is a sick angle.
I think Znatch headshot me once in that exact position.
Ouch.
Ooh.
And very nearly did it to Tron. And I like that move. He peeks out, knows he's got the belt behind him, knows Tron's going for the armor, doesn't just want to take the belt and go for a fight. Decides to do some exit damage on Tron as he leaves that central room.
But still, Snatch showing that he does
Big bio,
respect.
potentially.
Oh,
Oh, here he goes again, but this time he does kill the bio, so it doesn't reach him.
But I do think that earned Tron a couple of shot primaries. That bio was so distracting. This is
Ooh, nice flag here by Snatch. Just one more hit will do it. Ooh, but Tron with the nice rockets in exchange and does get the kill. Let's switch back
Oh,
to
no health
Tron
points
now. Oh, but
and hits the primary, Snatch down. This belt's so close to spawning though.
Snatch does get it, and I feel like Snatch will
oh.
pressure here, but no, instead he does go for some HP and perhaps the sniper. Now players might run into each other here.
Tron's playing a really risky game. He's essentially forcing the game into just a few key fights. And he's using flak and tri-rockets, weapons like that you can do a huge amount of burst damage.
And I actually like it. because
Yeah, it's making Snatch very uncomfortable.
yes, exactly, because these are the high risk but high reward fights, right? And if you are at such a disadvantage, like I think if you would ask any top player or even not a top player, if who they would bet on in best of 10 against Snatch versus Tron, everyone would always say Snatch. So he's obviously the favorite, so why not try for these high risk, high reward plays like this? And it works, like amazing flag right there. I'm talking a lot of
1.5
rubbish.
minute and only
but,
one frag away. Tron with the chance to come back into this game. Suddenly, he managed to come back from like a 0 score and now very, very close to get his third for equalizing the stack and equalizing the score as well.
And here's an opportunity maybe for Tron, because the armors are not up for 10 seconds. He wants to find... Yes, and he does find him! One more shot will do
That
it!
should be the frag. No.
That's such a risk to take when you're one frag ahead. I'm not sure what Snatch was hoping to achieve there.
And I hope that Tron learned his lesson here and that he has to punish these kind of mistakes.
Oh, that rocket was so
Oh,
perfectly placed by
almost
Snatch.
hit that combo.
He's staying.
Why doesn't he
The belt
switch?
is-
Okay, now he gets it by the combo.
And will he rush for this belt? I think he might.
Oh,
Baited
this could be
Snatch.
huge!
Tron with
And
a
we have
nice
30
stack here.
seconds left. And he just
30
took the belt
seconds
and he's now 4-3. One frag ahead. All he has to do was run this one out. He doesn't have to force the issue here.
Should play wisely now. He has a really nice stack.
Oh, that combo is big. He's in with a chance. Just needs one more.
No, Tron!
Oh, Tron, what I did,
Why
man.
didn't he just didn't make any noise and then dodge the other way?
8, 7,
Going to overtime.
6, 5,
Unless something
Four.
miraculous
Will be
happens, I
overtime.
think this will be the first overtime of the tournament.
Tron
overtime.
does have that bio rifle loaded. Snatch just told him that it was his biggest nightmare when he got hit by it the last game, so playing a bit of
Yeah, it's
bit of mind games
It's
here maybe.
tempting when you get
But here he does get
bio
the free kill.
to use it yourself. And potentially a spawn frag here for Snatch as he picks one up with the shot.
But I
But this
have
bio
to,
could
I
be
have to complain a bit about his decision making here. I feel like if he just ran a bit and maybe didn't make too much noise so he knew where Snatch was, he could have just ran the other way and then he had this game in the bag. It's frustrating to see. But
Yeah,
still, we are
because
in a
even-
very close...
Even the angle, the position was so bad to stay there because so risky. Maybe you should just go back, like in the main field, and just watch for him.
1 minute remaining.
I think that might be the game right there.
In fact, he didn't even have to go there, MemphiS. He just could have stayed
Yeah.
at the sniper area where there's tons of exits, you know? And you can just run it out. But instead, he did opt in for contesting that 100 armor.
Yeah, and then came the angle combo around with like.
There's a chance
130
though,
damage or
but
something.
no, Snatch hitting that nice mid-range combo.
GG guys.
Yeah, I agree with you
30
there,
seconds
MemphiS. That
left.
is the last nail in the coffin for Tron. I think people in chat are saying that Tron threw the game, and
Yeah.
while his decision making at the end might have been a bit strange, I also think that Snatch's decision to rush with the bio.
100%.
equally
That
strange.
was also very.
Oh man, Tron. I'm sorry for Tron, I have to say.
I think he showed some really some excellence, and also some situations where I think he will learn from and never make that same mistake again. So, but yeah, still very nice series. Even though it was a 2-0 win for Snatch, both games were extremely close, guys, until the last minute. And there you have it. That's
Nice performance.
another 2-0 for Snatch, but again, not it does not feel like a 2-0, huh?
Yeah, it was close, both games. Like there's a parallel universe where Tron hits a couple more shots and he wins those games.
Could
Yeah, Tron was a little bit unlucky, like at the 5-5 situation on the first map. when he had the chance to go for the item as well, and he was moving around like to get the next wreck and was getting shock cord again, and on the second one on Leia it was the same, staying at the very bad angle to get a very hardcore combo there, and that's it. That was just impossible to come back after that.
Still a very nice series, even though Tron did not manage to win that map. Still very nice to watch, and definitely some nerves from both players. I feel like I think Znatch made some mistake, just like Flikswich pointed out, with charging in with the bio there. Did manage to get out. It could have ended very badly for him. But of course,
Yeah, I think maybe Tron's playstyle was getting to him a bit. He wanted to hit those high damage shots that Tron was forcing the game into, but that's exactly where Tron wanted him, and it went really well. Just unfortunate that he couldn't run out the clock in those last few seconds and bring us to a third map.
For sure. So now we're going to go on another break, and we're going to have, let's see what the next matchup is. Don3 versus Tron, and we'll see Tron again, and I think he probably already learned his lesson here. I think these are kind of the mistakes that you just have to make sometimes to never make them again. You know what I mean? Like if you make that mistake and you realize it, it's probably not gonna happen again. And I think it could have been a very dangerous Tron in the future if he keeps grinding, keeps dueling. And he already showed that he can definitely battle with the best. You saw some matchups where Tron had more difficulty, like versus rreav, and you know, rreav is a player that really likes to be in your face a bit more with the Lincoln and the rockets, and Znatch plays a more controlling style and goes for the shock combos, and I think that benefits Tron's playstyle a bit also, because he also is one of those players that likes to have these mid-range fights. So I think he definitely felt a bit more comfortable against Znatch than against rreav. But still, Znatch showed that he has the experience, he knows what to do in these overtime situations, and played it out beautifully. So we're gonna go for another break here, and then we'll be back with Don3 versus Tron. So don't go anywhere, guys. So we are ready to start Don Re against Tron, of course. And they're already waiting in the hub. It's just that the casters, we needed a bit of a water break. You know, all this talking. Sometimes forget to drink some water.
the fuck,
Stay hydrated,
water?
guys.
No, ScrMz, no.
MemphiS
Go away.
drinking vodka.
Well, I
No,
needed some
I'm
water.
I'm a German. Everyone knows what a German is drinking, right?
Well, that drink
Weiss
also
beer.
has a lot of water, though. To be fair.
No, Weiss beer only Bavarians are drinking.
Oh, okay.
Which hub are they in?
A Pils, my friends, a Pils.
Oh yeah.
So,
So Pilsner is very close to a lager.
I think they're used interchangeably in the UK actually. That might break your German heart, but it's just the way it is.
I know.
I can't find the game.
me neither.
I'm there,
I'm
I'm
not
there.
sure where it is.
Maybe one of them crashed.
It's on YouTube. Wait, what? Oh, there it is. I see it now. ASVF. It's up on DE UT4.
Oh yeah.
So let's see what the maps are going to be. Actually, they did not tell me what the maps will be, so I guess it will be a surprise, but that's fine. We start with ASDF at least. It's probably the choice of Don Re, because it seems like every time Don Re is playing it's ASDF, and we are starting, guys. So let's start actually with Don Re and give him some
3,
spotlight here.
Let's do it.
Getting that Lincoln sniper spawn will concede the shock to Tron. So he needs to watch out for a combo. Hits one snipe. Will go for the second. I think he will. There we go. First blood. Gotta be so careful at the start of these games. Oh, and potential for another one, but Tron's just hit 5 enforcer shots in a row, and that's gonna win him the armor. Don Re with a terrible spawn.
Ooh, but misses that shock rifle. That could be another kill for Tron here if he managed to hit the shot. But for now, he's missing every single shot and misses the jump also. So Don Re actually gets the rocket launcher and the 50 armor and maybe gets out. Now he might be in a pickle, but no, still okay. Now he's a bit trapped. Does manage
good
to get
position
out.
for the belt as well if he wants it. I think he's just mistimed it. Tron actually taking a fight. Needs to be careful. One combo could be the end of him. But I think it's gone well for him. Don Re misses the jump. Gonna go down. That's probably armor to Tron, with Don Re getting a terrible spawn. Tron can just use the sniper.
And Tron just looking at the air right now.
A
Just
lot of nice snipers in season 2 in the challenger division from Don Re, that's for sure.
nice
Oh, big
combo there
combo.
though.
But oh, it's so hard to hit these primaries when you're being punished by Link.
Still
Yeah,
deals
that's
decent
true.
damage though, and there's no armor for Tron to pick up.
There's
but
one
he
hit.
hit one. Ooh,
And
nice combo
unfortunately
there
eats the
from
combo.
Tron. Let's switch to Tron actually and take a look how it looks from his point of view.
Just probing for information and a bit of damage while he picks up the belt. And knows exactly where Donry is going. Another sniper.
Wow,
And
nice.
another one. Donry's so
Can he
low.
get the fourth one here?
Oh, a direct rocket.
Nice defense
Oh,
there.
careful
with
with
the
your Tron.
rockets.
Donry so low, desperately needs his HP and gonna find himself trapped. Although, actually, evens the stacks out pretty nicely with the combo. And nearly hits that
Ooh,
snipe.
nice. Well played from Tron there. Ooh, but
Oh, he's
misses
missed the jump.
The jump and
He's one enforcer shot away from dying. Donry turned around and shot him.
oh my god, but Tron aimed. Oh, but he does get rocketed to his death, and Donry just needs really to get some HP now and play this out safe. But Ding, 70 health. Yeah, there he goes. It's quite easy.
And Tron gonna get himself onto this belt as well. Every time Donry gets a chance to control, Tron gets those armors. Potential big fight here. Donry knocked down. And Tron decides to chase, walks into a flak bomb. Yeah, gonna back off, go for the 100. It's a good decision, but he misses the jump. And he's down to 9 HP. Donry's getting him so low, but he's also low HP and can't afford to risk chasing. Oh, there we go. Tron didn't go to the health packs and ended up paying for
Oh,
it.
but
Second one.
Tron, I mean, Donry managed to hit the combo, but in turn also kills himself. That's unfortunate. And then
Oh, that was too risky by far.
And now Tron looking in a good position for this next belt. Donry's got a flat cannon and he's in close, and again a really close fight. Both players down 5 HP. Whoever hits this next shot will get the belt, and it will go to Tron.
There was an opportunity with the flag to get the kill, but he made a small mistakes with the dodge, so then he was already too far away to get Tron with the flag there.
Yeah, so perhaps a bit of movement error. And now Tron just to sit here with his shock rifle and his belt, which is now looking a bit smaller after that combo.
Oh, close rocket there.
Donry trapped in this corner.
Yeah.
Big combo by Tron, gonna finish him off. And, you know, he's doing well in these fights. Maybe not that one, but in general. But he's just not getting the armors. He's not able to get any momentum behind this. And Tron's just cycling the armors, cycling the belts. Got all the weapons he wants. And this next belt will sure to go to him as well.
wow, that would have been a cool combo, huh? Like a running man combo. Still,
Donry unable to get any damage. Off onto Tron. Gonna try his luck with the tri-rockets. Nothing doing. Now Tron's gonna chase. He is within sniper range. And we're gonna
let's take a
finish
look
him off
at
with a shot.
the percentages actually by Tron. Still decent percentages by the shock rifle. Hitting roughly 25%. Not bad numbers at all.
That was wrong to load the rockets. He should really go for the one rocket to boost Tron in the air or something to get another rocket.
He's making the move on this belt. Tron will hit him in the face with a rocket. Although good damage,
Nice damage.
and does get away with his life. So
Thing is,
relatively
he can just
successful.
deny this 100 and be feeling okay again. Like 160 armor back.
yeah, you're right.
So now he can just pick up this health, and then there's nothing up for Donry to get except for just the 25 armor, which is not gonna do enough to really equalize the stack here.
Oh, is that a self combo?
Luckily for Don, it was not the big one, but yes.
nice jump shot by Tron will finish off Donry for the second shot. And a terrible spawn. Oh, for a second I thought we were going to see a repeat of that 180 rocket by Slay we saw yesterday.
Ah, that was so nice. That clip deserves more views, by the way. If you haven't seen that kill, Slay had an insane 180 his mouse, 180 degrees, flicked it and hit a really nice direct rocket.
Yeah, yesterday was the Slay show in terms of...
Yeah, of the clips.
Yeah, oh, definitely.
It was funny that I think we all three were saying like, oh, at the same time when the sniper came up around.
Yeah. Louder and louder at the time.
Yeah, I think I can really remembering well that we
Wow,
really
nice
said
shot
like,
there.
please let's stop to headshot someone.
And the GG will be called. The game was not coming back. Tron with a real sizable lead. But Donry playing well, you know, he had Tron down really low, and a lot of those fights were quite close, but you can just see on the armors.
And the damage wasn't too bad as well, especially like in the mid game.
Definitely, and I think it's really cool to see that newer or the not so experienced duelers also signed up for this tournament and just wanted to have a good time and practice and perhaps learn something out of it, you know. And you gotta respect those players that know that they are outmatched but still are willing to compete. And it's always a good sign that you will probably get better because you have that how to say it,
Drive, I guess.
you want to get better, so you probably will get better. You have to
Right, we're in
drive, yeah.
Tron's home, pretty much. Big fan of a race. It's a map
Yeah,
where
he
you can get his shock rifle, shoot his primaries, and get as much control as he wants, really. Oh.
Probably should fix those lifts, huh?
Flick, we need you, Flick. I think he dropped down from the street. Sorry, Flick. Let's find some Indian people, like paying them like $4 an hour, and they can fix it.
I fixed it. I just need to upload the.
3, 2, 1.
I'm sorry, nothing against Indians. I have a lot of friends which came from India, so don't worry.
Oh my god. Let's talk about the game, shall we? As Tron goes 2 points up within 10 seconds, and
Not sure
Oh,
what
I thought
happened
we-
there. I think Donry was still not processing what happened and just stood there for a second. And
it's Rocket. It was very
that was
close.
Very close. Good start here by Tron. It's not even 1
Wow.
minute has passed and 4 frags already in.
It was like 3-0 after 15 seconds.
Yeah.
There's a
Nice.
big combo.
I think I can remind like 1 minute before that we have spoken about this could be a map for someone.
The game is
Yeah.
called.
And Donry does concede here. I think he
After 1 minute, Jesus.
could not handle this start.
No.
And don't forget, guys, I know it's so funny, but this guy did replace, you know, someone last minute and did show up to play. So still huge respect for him to come and play these games for nonsense. And you know, duel is a pretty personal experience. Like every mistake that you make is 100% your own fault, and sometimes it can get to you. And it looked like here he just called the GG, didn't want to deal with it. And that's fine.
understandable.
So then we have the scores to update, of course, and that was a 2-0 for Tron, of course. And let's take a look at the standings actually. So Snatch guaranteed to go out, and unfortunately for Tron, did not get the free wins to tie with rreav, and it wouldn't even have mattered because Tron did lose to rreav, so rreav would still go through. So it looks like the standings are already settled. Snatch will go out in first, and rreav will go out in second. And actually very predictable day today. And yesterday, as you can see, we had Slay, Zion, Tamer, Kane, and Anzu, and Zion was the one that took the second spot. So if you did not see those games, I highly recommend watching them. They were quite a surprise. But of course, for now, we do still have one more matchup, which is Evolution against Dunree. And I actually think that this will be a really, really good matchup because both players are kind of just learning dueling and new to the duel scene. And now they can just see how they stack up against each other and see who actually could be the rookie of this group. So yeah, we will be right back with you guys, and we'll see the final match of the day. And yeah, I'll put some music on and take a small break, get the bands done, get the players back into the servers. And also, guys, 42 people watching, very cool. If you like the show, make sure you hit the follow button. These things they take a lot of time and effort to do. I spent hours and hours trying to figure out the schedule that works for all the players, and it proved to be pretty tricky. So if you want to support the stream, please do. And yeah, let's go to a break now, and we'll see
Use
you guys
your
in a bit.
Amazon Prime account for ScrMz, guys. Go for it.
it looks like players are ready and getting underway to get this thing started. It's of course the last game of the groups.
Woohoo!
Does not really matter anymore who wins. It's just, you know, for honor.
And to be proud.
Yeah, for some street cred.
Exactly. And of course the standings or the groups have already been decided. There's no way that rreav and znatch are not going through to playoffs. So yeah, this is really the match that decides who gets 4th or 5th. And of course a lot of pride between the two. Looks like they are in the hub, so let's switch to the game.
Man, that took a while.
They did not include spectators though.
Oh no.
It will be hard to enter this one.
I can speak with Donry.
Yeah. Otherwise, this is going to be a boring cast.
We'll just predict what they're doing. So right now I think Donry is just warming up.
I think we will just explain the score when someone's do a frag.
Yeah, just make it up as we go.
Let's drink one more beer for the next frag.
Oh man. I'm gonna need something stronger after this one, I think. When we're done. Maybe it's time to take a whiskey.
Step it up a notch for the playoffs.
Yes, and we will talk a little bit about the playoffs after this game. But first, just need to
Okay,
get on the way.
he got my message, I think.
Is there a Buddy versus Anzu grudge match? I paid to see that. Who knows? Maybe we can make it happen. Although Anzu had a pretty tough day yesterday. Not sure if you were here for the show, but I think everyone was kind of rooting for Anzu because well, he moved to Finland and he booked, or he didn't book it, but he had to play from a gaming cafe. And the gaming cafe that he set up the game and stuff like that, and it was fully booked for the night, so he had to run to another gaming cafe, and he had no idea where it was, so he was literally running across town just to find one, just to play the tournament. So it was very sad to see that you know, he did not get through.
I think we should really appreciate the motivation of Enzo.
Oh, for
doing
sure.
all of this.
For sure.
This passion about this game, guys.
Yeah, UT.
It shows,
UT best game.
yeah, major props to Enzo. Yeah, I agree. That's some dedication right there.
Man, I really need the flag emote now.
Yo, good night, Unreal JT. I'm glad you enjoyed it. And make sure you come Friday for the playoffs. So let's tell these guys that we're ready to go.
So,
And
yeah,
have
ready?
a good night, man. See you around. So here we go. First match. Donry against Evolution. What do you guys think? I think I got my money on Evolution here.
3, 2,
I
1.
I don't know. Okay, let's say I will go for Donry then.
I will start showing Donry. He actually has a pretty good spawn with taking the sniper and then rockets and then the vial. Both players missing the first shot. but Don Reed, does still decide to go in. Evolution with the first kill with the shock prime.
If he's smart though, he can defend his 100. But I think that combo might be a bit too much. Just gonna go for 50 maybe. Oh, trapped in the blue. The duel there.
But he does manage to get both the
Going
smaller
for
armor.
50.
So. He could probably fight for this.
Unscathed, and he hits that flak bomb. Pushes Evolution down, and now he's got the position on the belt.
Yeah, he does, and it looks like Evolution still managed to get in there, and although he takes a
he's
lot of
so
damage, he does have that 150 absorb, and this gets away with
Next
it.
armor is going really important. Evolution has it.
And he needs to be careful here. Dunreed really needs a shock rifle, I think, and Evolution's just recently taken it.
Just
There we
managed
go.
to get it here. Now he needs to
Patient.
get out of this situation, because this is not a good spot to be in.
Gonna have to concede that armor. 50's not up either. That's a really rough position for Don Ray. And Evolution doesn't see him, so he gets past, but the second
Ooh.
strike will hit him. Oh!
And Evolution does hit 2 sniper shots. But Don Reed did do some nice damage though. But of course Don Reed is not in a position to contest his 150 armor, and now he's in a pretty bad spot, I would say. He just needs to play this slow. Try to maybe
Oh,
combo
he had a
down.
chance. Still gonna get this 100, I think. And now that's quite offset from the belt.
So take
Knows
some
Evolution
tiles.
is below him.
I think Donry needs some kind of a comeback situation with a strong combo or a surprise headshot or something.
Yeah, I think you're right.
And that's a good combo though. Let's see if we can follow it up now with some links. That's definitely the right weapon to switch to.
He couldn't connect the...
And here we go. Let's see if we can get it, but
And
no.
that's,
Ooh!
I
Evolution.
mean, that favours the player who's out of control, especially as Don Reed's just spawned in the armor.
So close at the armor, both players there.
Now he needs to not lose track of the belt.
Yeah,
I think Evolution was
does not
leaning
want to
to
give
it.
his belt away, but he does.
Oh, that was...
Perhaps he can still do some damage here.
Oh, but Evolution's picked up that rocket launcher. That's going to hurt, especially after that rocket.
Nice long-range rocket to the left.
Ooh,
Combo.
barely misses that combo. Let's actually switch to Evolution, guys.
It was strange that the rockets were so less on damage. It was a hit.
Evolution looking for an opportunity to abuse his control. Actually falls down here. That gives Don Reed a chance to get out of here.
Ooh,
He
almost
stayed
missed
around.
that combo.
It goes back in with the flag. Risky move, and I think it's going to cost him.
Ooh, nice movement there by Don Rito. Managed to get out there. Nice wall dodge to deny that rocket. Now he's on the right position, but he does not pick up the 150
Donry,
shield.
he completely forgot about it. What a nice opportunity to stay there for the lift and waiting for Evolution, like getting him with the rockets or something.
Yeah, I think he just forgot.
Yeah, I think so too.
Fire rocket's coming out.
Ooh,
There's a
just
big.
hit some nice
There's
rockets
another
now.
one.
Don Ree gets him very low. Let's see if he can finish it up.
And here
What's
comes the
out
Stinger.
the
Just
Stinger?
more shots.
Oh, but Evolution staying calm and hitting all the crucial shots here.
Yeah, that was just too late. He was not forcing it fast enough. Going.
Oh,
going
but
for
Don
it
Ree
with
does
the
get the
minigun.
nice shock primary. And let's switch back to Don Ree here. Might get another
Here's a
kill
chance.
here. He has no ammo anymore though, guys. He only has the sniper, just picks one up. Now he has the rocket. No, he does fall down.
And he needs to be careful. Can't let Evolution get towards that belt.
Oh, and nice shot there. He had it lined up perfectly. He knew where he was. He was just waiting patiently. That was well played by Don Ree.
finally a shield, but for Donry, let's see what he can do it with now. Like, he is in control now. Evolution only with 100, taking the armor now.
And Evolution doesn't have
the
to.
shock
Oh,
box.
nice headshot there by Donry. Just switch to the flag, yeah. There you go.
But
Just
couldn't
one more
connect.
hit. Ooh, but
Wow, Evolution, really nice defensive play with the shock there.
Evolution absolutely on fire with his aim, to be honest, with this matchup so far.
Yeah, that surprises me a lot because I was seeing Donry a little bit in favor of Hitscan.
Ooh, these big rockets from Evolution nearly killing Donry. And the double back for the sniper, I like that move a lot. But Donry gonna catch him with the sniper, nearly
And
hits a flag.
Evolution just hitting every sniper right now. Let's go back to
Yes.
Evolution. He's in perfect position to pick up this shield belt. Of course,
Oh, but a nice combo trap for Donry.
very nice.
I have to say, really nice
combo.
defensive play. Since Donry was taking the shield belt, Evolution was just getting and searching the right angles for the sniper to decrease the HP of Donry, and just coming back with a nice final shot with the sniper and getting another frag for 2 in the lead.
I think now Donry wants to get himself some weapons, maybe some health vials. And that combo's not going to help. Now that he's down at the bottom, but that 50 is available. Oh, big flak bomb onto his head. And that's going to make the stacks go in favor of
Ooh,
Evolution.
but he's kind of sneaking
Belt.
around here.
Both players maybe mistimed the
Oh,
belt.
wow.
Huge headshot. Oh, potential for a big rocket here, but it goes through the hole in the
And
floor.
I think we'll
Yeah,
see
the-
a
the
GG
problem
coming
was-
soon.
Yeah, the problem was really like what ScrMz was saying it before. He couldn't sneak in with the flag there from the other side. He just missed a jump or something. Yeah, that's the GG, like ScrMz said.
Did not press the concede button yet though. But it looks like he does concede indeed, yes.
Yeah.
I think matchup so far was pretty close. However, it was obvious that Evolution just took every single shield belt, and it's just so hard to, you know, get through that armor now with the 100% absorb. Of course, you first need to deplete 150 damage to even touch the health. So Evolution.
Impressive play by Evolution after the 2-2, I think. Donry has the opportunity. He had one shield belt at 2-2, had the control, but he was really missing the crucial shot there, and Evolution came back strong with sniper shots for a while, like 5 or 6 in a row, and gaining the control back after that. He was playing it smoothly to the end.
Definitely. And also I would like to say that Evolution comes from the UT 2004, so Leah most likely was his map pick. And now I think Donry picked Erase. So let's actually start with Donry for Erase and see how he plays this map out. And hopefully he can get on the board here, because he needs a map win to stay in this series. But here we go, guys. Second map of the series.
3, 2,
And we'll start with
One.
Donry here.
Gets the rocket spawn and avoids the combos, unlike his game versus Tron. Ooh, needs to watch out.
Missing that first snipe.
That
Has
was a
won
little
himself
bit
some-
risky.
Yeah, he's won himself some next game.
Hits that
There's a
one
snipe.
though. That's a good timing to hit one, because the 100 will be up now, and there he goes. The second one hits again. Now he's in a good spot. He can pick up the armor, he can pick up the health and do 100.
So going
You really
aggressive.
go for the HP as well.
Yeah.
Instead he wants to do more damage. Good backfire though.
Not able to hit these combos. Not going well for him. But Evolution falls down.
Oh, that rocket. Oh,
Evolution
two.
doing some nice flag damage there. And there's the third. Have to think that Donry might have been a bit too greedy for damage there. Could have just went back for HP and been in a very good spot
close.
for the first 150 though.
Yeah, he really needs to frag now.
He's out of ammo. And forced to back away. Not really much you can do to contest a belted player, especially if they've got all the weapons.
Apparently this is evolution trap, so I was wrong.
Ooh, there's a snipe. Another one. And now Donry actually outstacks. And one
Really
snipe.
nice shots there. Oh, that combo hurts.
I just need a couple more connections on the sniper. But nothing doing. And he's going to set up for this belt, although Evolution's already in there. Donry's falling down.
Oh, but he does not have the right weapon out now, and Evolution does, and that's an easy fight with Flak. Of course, that area is filled with walls. It's hard to miss the Flak, and of course bounces off the walls, so it deals even more damage.
Donry going aggressive with the rocket.
Donry doing a lot of damage here, though. Maybe he can fire another one. Ooh, but overstays
The
as
rockets
well.
were unlucky at the wall. I really thought it would be more damage, to be honest. But he
not
couldn't
there.
hit full. That wasn't a full hit anyway.
There's a hit.
I have
The
to say
Evolution
that
down.
it's also because of the 100 absorb. Like, it's still pretty tricky to estimate how much damage he does. Sometimes it looks like, you know, players dealt a tremendous amount of damage, but actually they just did like 150 damage. That's just the shield belt. Still not completely used to that. Of course,
Yeah.
fights last a lot longer now.
Donry gets himself onto the armor. And he's had quite a few armors, but he's unable to do the damage to
And
Evolution.
that's again a very.
Oh, but here
bad
triple
damage.
rocket does manage to hit. I think that was a non-wreck.
Oh,
I think those rockets did not completely hit. That's unfortunate for Donry.
that was
he has-
not a good idea. I think he should really go up with the lift and waiting for the sniper shot when the other one is coming up.
But he's broken down Evolution's stack to the point where he can rush him with the link gun.
And he does.
It's working out.
Just needs to hit a bit of tracking, and he does. Actually, Evolution is the one that takes himself out. And the belt is not up for another 6 seconds. Donry should be able to get here in time. But instead,
I
he forgets the timing
think
again,
he's
and
contesting.
that's very unfortunate. This is super important to have that timing now. Because guys, remember, the 150 armor is 100% absorbed, so it's even more important to time that item now.
Both players looking for some post damage. And goes the way of Evolution. But that combo was pretty nasty. Donry gonna have to take this 50 and be grateful for it, I think. Evolution looking for an opportunity. He's found it. Switches to
That's
the
the wrong
rocket.
weapon.
Evolution hits himself again. And that's going to give Donry a chance to get away.
5 minutes.
Maybe get onto this next 100 armor. If he plays his cards right.
And this might bite him in the butt again to go for the cheeky damage. And it kinda does,
Yeah.
because he eats another sniper shot. Sometimes
There's a big combo.
that was a good combo, but
Oh.
It's just not
Oh.
enough.
Yeah, the
Evolution.
minigun already again like a little bit too late in the choice there. Very nice flank there. Staying alive with 7.
Yeah.
payback to back, that's the old armor system. Right now it's 100% absorbed for the entire 150 armor. Does hit some
Another-
nice enforcer shots here. Gets him
Just
low.
needs to get to the health. Which he does. But again, Evolution's got that shock rifle in his hands. He's seemingly had it all game. It's just helping him defend these belts. John Reed rushing in a bit too late, and he just lost the belt, and he's probably going to go down here unless he can hit all these flak.
And
Ends up
was not
shredding himself.
unfortunate. I think Dunry, if he works on his timing a bit more, he would be so much better in duel.
Yeah, I think so.
I think the main issue is not his damage output. The main issue is that he just not at the pickup times at the right times, and he gives up too many 150 shield belts. But anyway, guys, that was the last match of the day, and that concludes the group, or the groups rather. Both groups done now, and Group B. Let's take a peek at it again. So Group B. This was the last match, and that was, of course, Evolution winning 2-0. And let's take a look
I
at
think
the
they were all
standings.
2-0s this today.
Sorry?
I think they were all 2-0s today, actually.
Yeah, I think you're right, actually. Yeah, I think so.
Which is surprising because there are a lot of games, like the Znatch Tron games were close. Znatch versus rreav had moments where it was very close as well.
Yeah, the Leah game was extremely close, actually. And yeah, as you can see, guys, in Group A, Slay and Zion go to the playoffs. And Group B, we have Snatch and rreav advancing to the playoffs. And yeah, actually, we should...
I would say second group well expected, but the first one maybe like when Anzu would have like his full power at his own, it could be a little bit different result for Group 1. But yeah, I think we have really strong players now.
And this is now the final bracket, guys. We have 4 really strong players. Of course, Anzu was predicted to go through, I think, by all of us, if I'm honest. But of course,
Yeah.
his unfortunate circumstances did not allow him to play at his best level. But instead, Zion showed up, and he completely deserved to advance to the playoffs. He showed some...
Yeah, he really showed a nice performance yesterday, I have to say.
Absolutely, yes. So we have the first round. We have Slay against rreav. Of course, Slay finishing first, so he gets to play the second seed of Group B, and rreav is the one that finished second. And then we have Snatch versus Zion, and I believe these guys know each other very well, so it could be pretty interesting. Every time I see these guys playing together, and I think they're good friends, and yeah, I think they know each other very well in the game. So it could be interesting to see if Zion can, you know, do anything about Snatch's dominant performance today. And it's a double elimination bracket, so even if you get out, if you lose the first round, you go to the loser round 1, and then if you win that one, you face the loser of the semifinals, and then if you win that one, you're actually in the finals. The only problem with that is that if you come from the losers bracket, you need to win 2 best of 3s to win the entire tournament. But that also makes for some very, very cool games, I think. And yeah, this will all happen on Friday, guys, so make sure you hit that follow button if you didn't already. And we hope to see you all there. I think MemphiS and Flikswich will also be there. I'm not sure if MemphiS will be, but yes?
Yeah.
Wow,
Sure.
perfect. That's really, really fantastic. So we'll have Flikswich, the King caster, and MemphiS, the co-King caster, both there. And me, the not so King caster, but I try. And
You did well, man.
and yeah, so we will see you all on Friday, hopefully. And yeah, make sure you hit that follow button if you didn't already. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. And we had some good viewership. I think at the last hours it was like always around 35 to 40, so it's really cool to see. And yeah, I hope to see you all Friday. See ya, guys. Peace.
See you guys. Thanks
ya.
for watching. Bye.